The Naked Nuns by Colin Watson. Dramatised for radio by Christopher Dennis.
White slave traffic? Here in Flaxborough? I hardly think that can be the case, Miss Ryland.
Well, what else could it mean, Inspector?
Well, I don't know, but...
There you are, then. The moment I opened it, I knew there could be but one interpretation. I know about these things. Living alone, you see, I read a great deal.
Yes, I'm sure you do. But you see, Miss Ryland, we must tread carefully in this. In the first place, the telegram wasn't actually addressed to you, was it?
Well, no, but...
And you're not even a permanent employee of the Floradora Country Club.
I should think not, indeed. I might say that when the agency asked me to go there, on a purely temporary holiday relief basis, you understand, I did so with great trepidation. I mean, we've all heard things, have we not?
It really doesn't do to listen to idle gossip, though, Miss Ryland.
Not idle gossip, Inspector Purbright. I could tell you tales.
I'm sure you could, but back to this telegram. What time did it arrive?
A little after 5 o'clock. At that time, of course, I was there alone. Both Mr. Hatch and his private secretary take every afternoon off. I suppose they need to prepare for the goings-on of the evening and, later.
But why did you open it? I mean, it was addressed to Mr. Hatch.
Well, a telegram is a telegram. An unopened telegram is pregnant with who knows what tidings.
So you performed a caesarean?
It might have been urgent.
Telegrams usually are.
Exactly. And coming from America, too.
Well, let's look at it again. This is an accurate transcript, is it?
I copied every word most carefully, Inspector. I know my duty. I've read...
Books, yes. Let's see now. To Floradora, Flaxborough, England. Stop. 2 Naked Nuns available Philadelphia. Stop. Perth, 1915. Stop. 8 days option. Stop. $3,005. Stop. Instruct London soonest. Stop. Informed 4 nuns on offer Dallas. Stop. Will investigate. And it's signed Pace.
There we are, then.
Well, I really don't see that we're anywhere. You say you gave the telegram to Mr. Hatch's secretary when she came in?
He, Inspector, he. Mr. Hatch's private secretary is a man. Now, even that is peculiar, surely.
Oh, this is 1974, after all, Miss Ryland. I'd have thought, what with equal opportunities and so forth, who knows? We may even have a lady Prime Minister one of these days.
There is no need to be flippant, Inspector.
However, you still gave it to Mr. Hatch's secretary, regardless of gender.
I did, Mr. Amis. I explained that I'd opened it in case it was something serious.
Was he annoyed at that?
Oh, not at all. He said he was sure that Mr. Hatch would know what it was about, and he took it off with him. But of course its meaning is clear.
Is it?
Yes. They dress up, you know.
Who do?
The girls in these bordellos. Nuns are very popular.
Good heavens.
Oh, yes. Have you read Fleshly Cargo by Anthea Sims?
No, I seem to have missed that.
The meaning of the telegram is perfectly clear to me. 2 young nuns have been recruited, one 19 and one only 15. Kidnapped, more likely than not, drugged, you know, and they are to be brought here to the so-called Floradora Country Club for... Well, need I say more?
But I always thought that such fleshly cargoes tended to travel in the opposite direction. I mean, were procured in Europe and shipped off to the Barbary Coast or Buenos Aires or the inscrutable Orient. I never thought that such entertainment was imported and into Flaxborough, of all places. I know that there are a few ladies here, down by the harbour, who, well, cater, shall we say, but... And in any case, how could they have been recognised?
Recognised?
The nuns, if they were naked. How would anybody know they were nuns without their habits? And what were they doing running about in Philadelphia, of all places, with no clothes on? And then there are these other 4 in Dallas. It doesn't specify nakedness in their case, of course.
You're making fun of me, Inspector.
Well, not at all, Miss Ryland. I promise you that this information will be borne in mind.
You make inquiries?
I shall do everything appropriate. But I really don't think... Well, white slavers... here in Flaxborough. Whatever next?
Flaxborough. Hey, say, Captain, what do you make of this?
What you got there, Joe?
Well, maybe it's just another nutty letter. Maybe it's not. You've been in England, ain't you?
Yeah. Went over there on bodyguard duty for that diplomat guy. Great time.
Okay, so, you ever hear of a place called Flaxborough? Or Barrow? Could be Flaxborough, England.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I did. I stayed there once.
Big place?
Oh, no. We got bigger used car lots in the Bronx. A cute little town with the oldest jumble of housetops you ever saw and hardly a building over 2 floors high. And a church and a pub every 10 yards.
Yeah, well...
And girls like fresh flowers in flimsy summer frocks. You know. And very slow-moving old men who looked like they'd have to be hit by lightning before they die. They were nice people.
So why?
Really nice people. The ambassador went there to unveil a memorial of what had been a U.S. Air Force base outside the town. We stayed with the Lord Mayor. Or just the mayor, I guess he was.
But can you think of any...
Self-important little jerk. Made me think of J. Edgar Hoover. Hatch. Yeah, that was his name. Mayor and Mrs. Hatch. He was crazy about gadgets, I remember. Kept showing me his electric garage doors. But it's a really nice place. Really nice people.
I wonder what's so special about them that we suddenly start exporting contract killers there.
What's that?
Could be just another nut. What nut would ever have heard of Flaxborough? Or even England, if it comes to that. I guess it's genuine, and if it is, it's a warning that one of our local hoods is on his way over there now to rub out one of those really nice people in this Flaxborough.
It usually happens just about now. Last night it was exactly at 7:45. Exactly.
3 minutes after that now.
Oh dear.
Perhaps it's gone wrong.
Well, what exactly is supposed to happen, Mrs. Hatch? I'm afraid I missed that bit of the conversation. I didn't understand why we've all brought our drinks into your bedroom. Oh, dear. Nothing improper, I hope.
No. It's the curtains.
The curtains? Oh, the window curtains, you mean?
Yes, the curtains. They close.
Well, so I should hope.
No, you see, they close on their own, without being told. Close when it goes dark and open when it's light.
It could have gone wrong. These things often do.
Oh, no, I don't think so. It's got a magic eye, it's called, you see. That's electronics. They don't go wrong, not these days. Not good ones. And this one was very expensive.
Magic eye, for God's sake.
Vera.
Have some more white ladies.
White ladies, I ask you.
Steady, Vera.
Do you happen to know if Councillor Crispin and his, housekeeper are coming along? I did let them have an invite. That's to say my husband's personal private secretary did.
I really couldn't say. I haven't actually seen Councillor Crispin since this morning's sitting of the Highways Committee.
Never mind. It's probably her boils again. Oh, dear. 7:50.
Oh, but this is such fun.
I must say, Mrs. Hatch, I'm quite fascinated by your bedroom. So original.
Oh, we like it. That's one of these new waterbeds, you know. That's why it wobbles.
Like a stranded jellyfish.
Vera.
Of course, we had to have girders put in for the weight. And the plumbing, of course. And the carpet's cafe au lait, you know. And the walls are real mother-of-pearl vinyl.
Really?
Totally washable. We like things to be nice. Shh.
What?
It's trying. I think it nearly did it then.
False alarm.
Constipation.
Oh, I thought I heard it starting. Oh, goodness, that'll be Councillor Crispin. He's here now. Would you show Councillor Crispin up here, Edmund? You met Edmund, didn't you? He's my husband's private secretary. Been to university, you know.
He told us.
And I'm not sure if you've all been introduced to Miss Tea Time. What with all the excitement.
I'm afraid I arrived a little late. Pressure of work. You know how it is when one is in business on one's own.
Oh, I've met Miss Tea Time. You run charities, do you not, Miss Tea Time?
I try to help where I can, to bring a little business sense and method into the care of the afflicted.
And she's also an ancestral researcher. She digs up people's ancestors.
Not literally, I hope.
She's finding out about Mr. Hatch's family tree. There have been Hatches in Flaxborough for centuries, you know.
Coal hatches, serving hatches, down the hatches.
Vera.
Up here, Harry. Come Come on, before you miss it.
Anybody would think she had the Queen coming for cocoa.
Hello, hello. And what are you all doing up here in the bedroom? Have I missed the orgy, or have you waited for me?
We've been waiting for it to get dark.
Oh, so I haven't missed it. Good. Who's with me, then? Is it car keys in the middle and lucky dip, or do we just take our pick?
Your housekeeper. I mean, your good lady. Not with you tonight, Councillor Crispin?
I'm afraid not. I don't know if you all know yet, but I'm to be Commodore of the Yacht Club this season, and Mrs. Spain has gallantly stayed at home to sew the gold braid on my blazer and cap. I only just dashed in myself. Lot to it, you know. Lot of admin, being Commodore of the Yacht Club. Did I tell you I was to be Commodore of the Yacht Club, Scope?
I believe you did, Councillor.
I think you've told everybody in the eastern counties several times.
Oh, anyway, where's Arnie? Still slaving away at the Floradora? Dishwasher not turned up?
He's in Doncaster, if you must know. Mr. McConaughey was running today in, some big race or another. I forget the names.
It should be easy enough to remember the ones that nag of Arnie's has won.
Councillor Crispin, of course, knows all there is to know about horses, so long as they're either going round in his fairground or on plates in his Neptune steak bars.
Steady.
Aye, that poor bloody horse. What is it you call it again, Sophie? Mr. What's its name? Anyway, it used to belong to Joe O'Connell on the bookie. That's right, isn't it, Sophie? Yeah, but here, wait a minute. Do you know why Joe got rid of it? I'll tell you. The poor bloody brute was costing him 30 bob a week in aspirin. That's why. Crippled with arthritis, poor beast. Used to shovel aspirin down its throat through a funnel. Racehorse. Couldn't race itself at Knacker's Yard.
If Councillor Crispin has quite finished, perhaps you'd care for some more refreshment. Edmund, could you fetch us some more white ladies, please? I'm sorry our little piece de resistance has decided to be awkward, though.
Oh, piece de resistance.
Did you call, Mrs. Hatch? I was on the phone. Mr. Hatch called through on the car phone.
Ah, Edmund, I don't know what he'd do without that. My husband has to have a phone in the car these days, you know, Mr. Scorp. He's doing so well.
Most impressive.
I don't know if you've met everybody, Edmund. This is Mr. Amos, my husband's private secretary, you know.
Good evening.
He was at the university, you know.
Private secretary, God help us.
Did you say something, Vera?
Who, me?
It looks as if we've exhausted our white ladies, Edmund.
I didn't say anything.
Would you mind seeing if there's another bottle? It will either be in Mr. Hatch's study or in the kitchen by the bread bin.
Very well, Mrs. Hatch.
Oh, and Edmund,
Yes, Mrs. Hatch?
I'm not sure, but I think that the you-know-what has gone wrong.
Oh, no. Oh, I am sorry.
That's it. It's starting. There now.
Lovely.
Was that it?
Bloody hell.
Some people might think it's ostentatious, Councillor Crispin, but we feel we've earned it. We do like everything to be nice, and Mr. Hatch is doing so well, you know.
Oh, I've done well, and I don't care who knows it. And that's why I can afford to be here today at Doncaster, watching my own horse compete against the best there is.
Oh, had a winner, did you?
Not today, no. The going, you know. Wrong for him. No, but as I was saying, I reckon I'm in business in a pretty big sort of way. Very big, in fact. And that's why I'm fetching in these time and motion blokes we were talking about. Mind, my personal private secretary's dead against it. Says I'm wasting my money. Well, he's a varsity man, you see, so he's a bit traditional. But might he be right? That's what I want to know.
Look, Mr.
Hatch.
Yeah, Mr. Hatch, old boy. I can see that I don't have to tell you that business-wise, being big is only the half of it. Everybody, expansion-wise, must either get bigger or fold up. To expand, you've got to have efficiency. You and I think we know what efficiency is, but we don't. We're too close in. I mean, I thought I knew all there was to know about biscuits. Thought I had biscuits sussed. Until they opened my eyes. Gambling's your line, did you say?
Gaming, yes. And haute cuisine, building, many other irons. I diversify a good deal.
Oh, you're bloody wise, old man, bloody wise.
Here you are, gentlemen. 2 large whiskies.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Put them on my bill, please. Room 27. Can you remember that, my dear? Room 27?
I'll remember that, sir.
Good girl. Look at that hedgehog. What a walk, eh? Like 2 peaches in a hanky, eh? What were we talking about?
You were telling me about these time and motion blocks.
Management consultants, old boy, yes. Brilliant. I used to think it was just a gimmick, but it's really marvellous what they can put a finger on profit-wise and efficiency-wise. They go right through the whole setup. Trees, sales department, social welfare personnel, top management and all. They don't spare the likes of us, old man. Oh, look at it. Bending over to wipe that table.
Yeah, but what do they do, specifically wise, I mean?
Yes, they beaver on with their little calculators and work out how much percentage-wise the chocolate digestive production drops when the mix manager's wife's expecting. Oh, you can smile, old man, but it all adds up. Viability-wise, it really does.
Well, that's just what I tell Mr. Amis. That's my private secretary. And you reckon this firm I've got coming, Mackintosh and Brooke, is it? You reckon they're okay?
No argument about that. Mackintosh Brook by a mile. It's the one. Well, they're American, you see. I mean, it was the Americans who developed it after all, and they're the best.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm very familiar with America, of course. You see, my business frequently takes me stateside, so
drink up, old boy. I say, my dear.
Did you want something, sir?
I'll say, but people are watching.
Oh, sir.
So, till later, you understand. It would give two lonely travellers great pleasure, dear young lady, if you would be so kind as to bring them twofold potations of the Highland spirit.
2 whiskies, is that?
Whatever you say, dear lady. Oh, look at that. I'd say I shall be all right there tonight.
Watch it.
How do you mean, old man?
You'll keep clear of that one if you know what's good for you.
Jealous?
Don't be daft. I know who she is, that's all. She and her boyfriend work the mugs.
Boyfriend? Mugs? What boyfriend?
He's one of the porters here. Now, he and Sal run a little arrangement between themselves. I know how it is when you're on the road, away from home, and you just want a nice young lady to tuck in with for the night. But you don't have to get robbed. Now, I can provide you with what you're after. And a choice, too.
You? You mean you're...
No, only informally. For a friend, occasionally. No, I told you, I diversify. Gaming, high-class cuisine, a motel, well, those are my main lines these days, but well, I still have a few other interests, which are complimentary, you might say. In any case, I'd like to carry on this conversation about time and motion further, and I can't tonight. I'm expected back. Tomorrow night, my good lady's away to stay with her sister.
Cat's away, eh?
Well, aye, something like that. So look, you drive over to Flaxborough, it's not far, and present yourself at the Floradora Country Club.
What, and you'll...
Look, here's me card. Just show that to the maitre d', and I'll see that you're fixed up where there's proper arrangements, all nice and comfortable. Hey, and a young lady with a bit of tone. I wouldn't say no to a nice bit of something on the side myself, just this once. After all, we deserve a bit of class, don't we? Men in our station of life, eh?
I mean, who does he think he is? Coming the big I am all over the shop. Automatic curtains and inviting folk round to see it like it were unveiling of a flaming war memorial or something.
Oh, God, Harry. I was asleep. What are you doing waking me up?
That flipping Arnie Hatch. He's never been same since he was mayor, and then giving up the council like that as if he got nothing more to achieve. And here's me.
Oh, you'll not be satisfied till you've woke me. You're Commodore of the Yacht Club, aren't you? You'll get your turn as mayor.
I'll get that bugger afore then, though. Automatic curtains that open up when the sun shines. Waterbed, musical dressing table. I tell you, it's like a flipping knocking shop.
Well, he'd know all about such places, of course. I say, what if the curtains opened when you didn't want them to?
Just what I thought. I mean, if we had curtains like that, our neighbours would be getting a regular feast of entertainment, sunset and sunrise.
Get off.
Bugger me, though. Oh, you should have seen old Vera.
Vera?
Vera Scope, the solicitor's wife. She looked like a lady deacon at a farting contest. God, if looks could kill. Come here.
Oh, no, it's too late. Turn the lights off.
It's never too late.
Oh, honestly. What time is it, anyway?
About 2:00.
And where have you been till 2:00 in the morning? There's no council business at 2:00 in the morning.
I had to go round the state bars and cash up. And I had to take taxis. Hadn't got the car.
Oh, yes, what is all this about the car? That chap from the garage rang just after midnight. You know what time he thinks folks sleep in this house?
Town councillors are always on call for their voters.
Titch Blossom, is it? He said it was about the Merc. Said he'd had a look at it and he'd have it done by morning. But it'll cost you.
Money well spent. Money well spent.
You cheered up quick enough. You were spitting razor blades when you woke me.
It's the sight of you bursting out of that nightingale. That and the fact that I shan't have to put up with Arnie Hatch for much longer.
How do you work that out?
Never you mind.
What's the matter with the Merc? To do with the lights, he said.
That's right. You'll have it done by morning, then.
10 o'clock.
Right, I'll use the jag first thing.
What's he going to do with the lights? They're all right, aren't they?
I want a bit more bash. I'm just having some extra quartz iodines fitted.
What are they when they're at home?
Headlights, me old darling. Just headlights, but extra special ones. Like yours. Come here.
Oh, they're all... No, Harry, stop it. Well, draw the curtains then. One of these days, Harry Crispin, you'll do something like this when people are looking, and then you'll be in trouble. Oh, no.
Naked Nuns? Flippin' heck.
The thought sets your mind racing, does it, Sid?
Well, I mean, you do hear of such things. But coming to Flax? In any case, if they were naked...
How would you know they were nuns?
Aye.
My point exactly, though Miss Ryland merely thought I was being facetious.
They could keep their egg, you know, I suppose.
I think we'd better change the subject.
Wimples, that's what they call them.
I think, from the lecherous flush on your usually innocent countenance...
Could just wear the
that
wimples.
we'd better...
And nothing else.
Talk about something else.
What else? Nothing as exciting as Naked Nuns ever happens in Flaxborough. In fact, nothing exciting at all ever happens.
Mr. Purbright! Mr. Purbright! Get down, Hector! Deirdre!
Mr. Chubb, is something the matter?
I hope not, Mr. Purbright. I really do hope not. Now, Hector! Deirdre, sit!
Good morning, Chief Constable.
Good morning, Sergeant...
Love, sir.
Sergeant Love, yes. Would you mind keeping an eye on Hector and Deirdre while I talk to Inspector Purbright?
Oh, of course not, sir. Very fond of animals. Here, boy. Here you go. Ouch!
Don't be afraid of them, Sergeant. They're just affectionate.
I can see that, sir.
Now then, sir, would you like me to come along to your office?
No, we can talk here. The Sergeant should hear this too, I suppose.
I'm listening, sir.
In any case, I'm on walker's duty at the moment. Only popped in to get my galoshes. Found this. Most distressing.
What is it, sir?
Quite extraordinary. Communication from the United States of America.
Good heavens.
Yes, and of a most upsetting nature, if we're to take it seriously.
You intrigue me, Chief Constable.
Perhaps I'd better fill in the background, as you may not be as familiar with international affairs as I, as Chief Constable, of course, have to be.
Of course, sir.
As I understand these matters, the Americans, who are nice enough people, by and large, have allowed themselves to be imposed on by a well-organised criminal element. The syndicate, I think that's the term they use.
I believe I have heard that term, sir.
It seems to be a very professional affair, in a nasty way, of course, and the consequence is that crime over there has become business.
So I believe, sir.
This so-called syndicate apparently employs assassins to further its interests. Oh, yes, I know it sounds rather like medieval Italy, but there you are. These things do go on, and we have to take a realistic view. Anyway, the long and short of the matter is that our worthy opposite numbers in New York have warned me, officially, that just such an assassin has been ordered to come to England. To Flaxborough, in fact. They were quite specific.
And with what object, sir?
Well, presumably in order to attempt the, murder of someone or other.
A local person?
Well, though I find it hard to believe that any of our native Flaxborovians could possibly be involved with foreign felons of this type, it does seem a distinct possibility. Our main concern, of course, must be to see that this would-be assassin is prevented from doing any damage to any of our ratepayers. Or to anybody else, I suppose, whoever they are. Now this is a telex copy of the letter which the New York police received yesterday.
Wow, from New York? Oh.
They like it better if you stand still, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Put out a contract. Button man? Guy who is going to get hit is a wheel. Little burg called Flaxborough, England. Put him on the spot. Enforcement. So they really do use expressions like these.
What we should term thieves' argot, I suppose.
Contract is pithy, sir. A lawyer's word, significant perhaps of the ever-narrowing division between lawyers and their clients. I don't need to ask if our New York friends take this seriously. Obviously they wouldn't have passed it on otherwise, and the probability of its not being a hoax is strengthened by the mention of a specific place, an obscure and unimportant place like Flaxborough.
Unimportant? Oh, come now, Inspector.
In the New York context, I mean, of course. It's a circumstantial detail that stands out rather impressively from all the Mickey spillanery.
Mickey?
Spillanery.
Oh, I don't think the genuineness of the warning is at issue, Mr. Purbright. Our job is to act upon it as a matter of urgency.
And swiftly, sir. I think we should both collect our thoughts and then confer later today. In the meantime, I will alert all my men to keep their eyes open for any new arrivals in the town. Our purpose must be to waylay this hitman before he can fulfill his contract. We must also be prepared to find that he has accomplices here in the town.
Oh, come, who in Flaxborough would have anything to do with a person of this sort?
Do come in.
Your name, Lucia Tea Time?
I am Miss Tea Time. Lucilla Edith Cavil Tea Time, as a matter of fact. And you are?
Mac sent me from the States. I'm Joe Tuda.
Mac, of course. Uncle McNamara. Come in, Mr. Tudor. I've been expecting you.
You still think we should take it seriously, Inspector? I must say, after thinking it over, the idea of a professional assassin, some American gangster coming over here to murder a Flaxborough resident seemed, well, a little far-fetched.
Oh, I think we must take it very seriously, sir. And Sergeant Love agrees with me. Don't you, Sid?
What? Oh, yes.
Oh, dear. I mean, very well, Mr. Purbright. What do you suggest we do?
Well, sir, I know that you will have seen straight away that the problem can be divided into two parts, so I propose to adopt the same approach as must already have occurred to you.
Good man.
It is, in fact, an X and Y problem, sir, where X is the journeying criminal, the assassin or potential assassin, and Y the intended victim. If we could establish the identity of either one of these two unknowns, our task would be very much easier.
Sounds like algebra at school.
Exactly what Mr. Chubb has hit upon, Sid. You are thinking of quadratic equations, sir, naturally. Not at all a bad analogy.
Quadratic. Quite so.
All we know about this man X is that he is probably an American citizen. Probably, but not certainly, that he is a member of an organisation of some kind. Again, probably, although I suppose there may be freelance murderers available. And that he is likely to have chosen as inconspicuous a way of travelling as possible. As an ordinary tourist, in fact.
Good heavens.
Firstly, sir, you will say that Y is almost certainly a criminal himself. I should guess that your second deduction is that Y is, or has been, fairly successful financially. No petty profiteer would qualify for such an expensive execution. Also, we find in the warning letter the term wheel, which, if I am not mistaken, is American vernacular for a person of substance and influence.
Is it really? Good Lord.
The third point that will have struck you is the nationality of X's employers. They're almost certainly American. So, if we decide to narrow our field of search to include only prosperous or recently prosperous people whom we think capable of using questionable business methods, and then look among them for somebody who has visited or had dealings with America, we might, I agree, be lucky and reach Y before X does.
Yes, I really must be getting along now, Mr. Purbright. There's a meeting I have to attend at 7. You'll do your best with this affair, won't you? It wouldn't exactly rebound to our credit if some scoundrel were to walk into the town and calmly do away with one of our residents. After all, this is not Dodge City.
Wherever did he hear about Dodge City?
Don't underestimate our Chief Constable, Sid. He watches more television than you might think.
Hey, so it's the mafia you're after?
Well, it's certainly not the Federation of Women's Institutes.
I couldn't follow all that guff you were giving old Chubb, though.
Oh, neither could I entirely. But shorn of all the spurious mathematics, I think it stands up. All I meant was that it may be easier to guess the intended victim and then try to protect him than to sift through a bunch of tourists for a would-be executioner.
Torpedo.
Pardon?
That's what they call them over there. Killers. Torpedoes.
Good. I see you can be relied on to cut through any linguistic difficulties. Wheels now, Sid. Could you compile a list of wheels? Quick money makers are those we want, especially the dodgy ones, the fast fortune merchants.
I'm not sure we have anybody in Flax you could call a big wheel. There are plenty of grafters, but it's just Conservative Club back-scratching, most of it.
Where's that breadth of vision of yours, Sid? Hall, the estate agent, left 180,000 in readies in February. There's Arnie Hatch with his dodgy demolition and building contracts. Not to mention the Floradora Country Club with its gambling licence and medieval banquets and hopes of opening a motel. Yes, and that's where Miss Ryland reckons these white slavers are supposed to be fetching a cargo of naked nuns from Philadelphia for the further entertainment of the customers.
Philadelphia? That's in America.
Well, there you are then. I'm doing a job for you. Then there's the man Arnie Hatch loves to hate, Councillor Crispin, Happy Harry, with his amusement park at Brockleston and his Neptune steak bars. Going to be Commodore of the Yacht Club this year, I believe, and you need a bob or two to carry that off.
OK, Chief. You got it.
Sergeant Malley will help you. He can tell you things about this town that even I don't want to know. Right. And, Sid...
Yes, Chief?
Don't call me Chief. I'm not Elliot Ness, and I don't expect our hitman to be wearing a fedora, carrying a Tommy gun in a violin case, or talking like a character out of Damon Runyon.
Listen to what I'm telling you, Luce. As I am by way of being a stranger in this little burg of Flaxborough, I am depending upon you to familiarize me with the dealings of the local citizenry and what passes for the action. That is to say, this Flaxborough. You know it pretty well, huh?
Very well. It's a charming little town.
Is that a fact? Do you happen to know any of the bigger wheels in this charming little town, then, who might be in line for being rubbed out?
Well, I can think of several people who ought to be erased. But if I'm sufficiently tuned into the vernacular, I think you implied that you're seeking wheels who are likely to be. I'll see what I can find out.
No. I do not want you to wrinkle that pretty brow of yours over this matter, Luce. I have expectations of learning the lowdown over the grapevine from the States. We have our methods, yeah. You got nice legs, Luce.
Thank you, Mr. Tuda.
You can call me Joe.
That's most kind of you, Joe.
So, Luce, your Uncle McNamara tells me you're doing okay in this Flaxborough.
Oh, I manage quite happily. This town is more restful than London, of course, and yet more interesting. I'm not sure that I could explain the paradox to anyone from so stimulating a city as New York.
Ah, we get our dead days. Know what I mean? So, what is it you do here?
I have one or two little irons in the fire. What chiefly keeps me busy is my work as a charity organiser. I think I can claim to have put several good works onto a business footing.
We was into charity once. My cousin Dino used to run all the Santa Clauses on the West Side.
Really?
Yeah. They used to call him Dino, ho, 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 before he got hit. We're a very charitable family, I guess. People are always giving us money, making contributions, you know.
From your question just now, am I to assume that you're in Flaxborough on business?
Family business, you could say, yeah. The word comes to my family from a good customer who happens to be a cop that some enforcement is going to get done that it looks like nobody knows about. And where? In poor little old England, for God's sake. And where in poor little old England? Right here, in this village.
Town?
You don't say.
So you come to Flaxborough in the role of peacemaker?
Yeah, you could say that.
And what do you propose to do if you succeed in finding this fellow countryman of yours who is intent on killing someone or other? In any case, how would you recognize him?
These eyes of mine, Luce, may look like piss holes in the snow, if you'll pardon me, but these I have used every day, every night, right from the days of Big Al. They know what to look for, Luce.
And when they find him?
He'll listen. He'll have respect. He will come back with me. Maybe as a passenger, maybe as freight, but he'll come in respect for my family. You understand?
I'm not yet quite clear as to how you think I may be able to help in this commendable mission.
Tonight, I ring my brother in Miami Beach. He will know whatever has been found out back home. Most of all, we want the name of the contract. As soon as we get this name, you can help. The cops we do not want. You respect it. The contract is a wheel, so respect it, right? You go to the guy and tell him to get lost a few days in Sherwood Forest or Loch Lomond or someplace while I fumigate the joint for him. Okay?
Okay, of course.
I will be available at the village inn, the Roebuck. That right? In some little alleyway called East Street. I'll say this for you, Luce, and no crap. You got class.
Thank you, Joe.
I should like to think that we might socialize a little during my visit, Luce. I know Matt would like that, being your family. Maybe dinner at the Roebuck and chew the fat?
Yes, that describes eating at the Roebuck exactly.
See you, Luce. Arrivederci.
Ciao?
Aye, well, the gaming's the biggest earner, of course. Licensed to print money. But the Floradora medieval banquets run it pretty close. Folk come from all over for them. Mostly Rotarians, horticultural societies. Them sort of folks are the ones who go for your historical, you see. We get a lot of Yanks, too. Always got a sense of fun, Yanks. One of them told me that he'd come all the way from Milwaukee just to see the Nellies, the serving wenches.
Well, old boy, I can understand that. A very dashing bunch of sprawny little madams, and very revealing costumes. But why Nellies?
Oh, Nell Gwyn's. Medieval, you see.
Ah. And are those the girls who I might...
Oh, I never fear. I'll see you fixed up all right.
Mr. Hatch.
Oh, evening, Edmund. This is Mr. Baxter, Managing Director of Sucrowit, the biscuit people.
How do you do, Mr. Baxter?
Top hole, old boy.
Edmund's my private secretary. He'd been to university, you know.
Really?
Oh, aye. I'm just showing Mr. Baxter over our little enterprise, Edmund. Now, how are things in the gaming room?
Excellent, Mr. Hatch. Promises to be a very good night.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Just a small query.
Oh, it's all right. You can speak in front of Mr. Baxter. He's a businessman too.
Well, we've got the town clerk and the chief planning officer in tonight, and they're asking for credit. I'd like a little guidance on a top, please.
Oh, sky's the limit for them two tonight. Oh, and tell Joxy to let them win a bit. I've got Mabs looking after them later on with a couple of the Nellies to show them the finer points of the Shallies. Yeah. And if I don't get my planning permission for that motel this time, and scotch that bastard Crispin, then my name's not Arnie Hatch.
Having trouble over planning permission?
No, it's just personal malice from a certain member of the council making trouble for me. But I shall fix him. Oh, yes, he'll not bother me much longer. Edmund.
Mr. Hatch?
Mr. Baxter here's keen on a bit of companionship from a nice girl.
Well, he's come to the right place, hasn't he?
Aye, fallen among flowers, as you might say.
I know that Mabs has put Hyacinth and Buttercup onto showing the town clerk and the chief planning officer the improvements to the chalets, and Rose is off with her back, of course.
Now, I think Daisy'll suit him fine, and Lily'll do for me.
I'll tell Mabs to make up the chalets.
No, we'll take them back to my place. Make a party of it.
Mr. Hatch, you know Mabs isn't keen on takeaways. You know how she mothers those girls.
Hey, I run this place, Edmund, not Mabs. Tell her to send them out. We'll be waiting in my car.
She won't like it, Mr. Hatch. She's so careful of the reputation of the Floradora. We've never had any scandals.
Scandal? Look, I'm taking them to my own home. How can there possibly be any scandal?
I'm sorry, madam, but it's no use you just shouting it's a scandal at me, unless you can tell me who you are and tell me what it is that's a scandal. Oh, well, And you.
What on earth's going on, Sid? The hallway's full of angry ladies, and I just passed Constable Pook splitting his sides and saying something about the biggest sex scandal since that young farmers' club loving in '67.
Oh, it's chaos, Chief. Started first thing this morning with that Miss Cannon coming in here dragging a flock of corgis and screaming that she'd never been so insulted.
Well, what happened? Was she attacked?
No. Something she saw. She said it was inflicted upon her. Seems our friend Arnie Hatch was putting on some sort of obscene performance for the neighbours last night, with his bedroom curtains wide open. Anyway, she's going airless. These others are just phoning or coming in and out, describing as anything from a French farce to a glimpse of Sodom and Gomorrah. We can't seem to get rid of her at all.
Where is she now?
Sergeant Malley took her off my hands to get a statement. Seems he was Mike Malone to her Rosemarie.
I beg your pardon?
They're both in the Operatic Society.
But whatever could Arnie Hatch have been up to?
Good morning, Mr. Hatch. I thought you'd have gone by now. I just came to the house to collect the mail. If you don't mind me saying so, you look dreadful.
Oh, thanks very much. That's cheered me up no end.
What's been happening here? Burglars? From outside, it looks as if the electric curtains upstairs have been torn down.
Well, never mind about that.
Mrs. Hatch will be upset. Do you want me to see if I can fix it?
Look, I said never mind about that. I've got to go over to the estate office at Brockleston this morning. I don't know when I'll get back. And there's more important things than automatic flaming curtains.
Such as?
Vengeance. I want to know about cars.
Cars?
Aye, bloody cars. I want you to make some discreet inquiries at all the garages. Now, try Brindle's and the South Circuit first. Titch Blossom's the bloke to talk to at the South Circuit. I want to know if anybody's had special high-powered lamps fitted to his car in the past few days, and if so, who? I already know why.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You don't bloody need to. I'll tell you about it later. When you've found out what I want to know.
Miss Tea Time's come to see us, Chief.
Miss Tea Time. This is an unexpected pleasure.
My dear Inspector.
An extra cup, Sid.
Already brought one, Chief.
Well done. I do have a little whisky in the cupboard here, though it's for purely medicinal purposes.
Now that you mention it, I'm really feeling quite frail, Inspector. Seem to be having one of my little turns.
Then I hope that this will revive you. I think it's 1 part whisky to 3 of tea.
I think the other way round might be more sensible.
Ah.
I don't want to overdo the tannin at my age.
Had I known that you were coming, Miss Tea Time, I would have got in your usual malt.
You spoil me, Inspector. Really you do. Oh, you don't mind my cigars, do you?
I'd miss them. Now, please sit down and tell us to what we owe this delightful surprise.
I believe you have been much besieged this morning by the indignant and outraged inhabitants of Bartley Avenue and Arnhem Crescent, who feel that they've been somehow tainted by a rather colourful event which took place in the residence of Mr. and Mrs. Hatch late last night.
Ah, so an event actually did take place then?
Yes, there's no doubt of that. I saw it with my own eyes.
You're aware, of course, that these events have been amplified somewhat, possibly distorted?
It is that knowledge which prompts my visit, Inspector.
There's nothing we would like better than your objective and, I'm sure, unbiased report.
Certainly it will be unbiased, for while I regard Mr. Hatch as a pompous little fart with all the natural charm and charisma of a cowpat, I bear him no malice and find him no more loathsome than any other of his detestable breed.
You have our undivided attention, Miss Tea Time. Please proceed.
Well now, as you may know, Mr. and Mrs. Hatch's residence, which goes under the awesome name of Primrose Mount, stands on a little eminence in Putney Avenue, facing the entrance to Arnhem Crescent. I happened to be walking towards it along the crescent with Miss Cannon, who is a member of one of the charitable committees in which I have an interest.
Miss Cannon? I met her this morning.
I didn't. Perhaps just as well.
Yes, but you'd know her if you saw her, Inspector. A star of the Operatic Society. Tall sergeant major of a woman in her 60s. She was most unsuitable as Liza Doolittle last year.
I saw that. Gruesome.
You have a deftness in choosing the exact word, Sergeant Love, which I can only envy.
Oh, thank you.
Gruesome is the perfect adjective for Miss Cannon, on or off the stage. However, there we were in Arnhem Crescent a little after 10 o'clock last night. As we walked along, we stopped from time to time, as Miss Cannon has corgis. Oh, those beastly little sawn-off creatures so doted upon by our dear Queen. And as dogs will, they halted every few yards. I don't know if you're acquainted with small dogs.
The Chief Constable breeds Yorkies.
Then I need explain no further. I must confess that my attention was wandering from Miss Cannon's recollection of her past triumph as Annie Oakley, and dreading the subject changing to corgis, when I noticed a large black car. It was parked towards the end of the crescent, where the road rises in a hump over a little stream, and looked very rather sinister. Parked on the slope as it was tilted upwards, directly towards the upstairs windows of the Hatch residence.
Was there anyone in the car?
Oh, indeed there was. I couldn't say who. Just as I noticed it, there was an explosion of light and sound. I can describe it no other way. What had happened was that the occupant of the car had switched on 4 powerful headlamps and sounded his horn half a dozen times. They were blazing a violent white light directly onto the bedroom windows which cover the whole upstairs wall of the Hatch house. I never saw such bright headlamps on a car.
Sound like QIs.
I beg your pardon?
Quartz iodines.
Really? Well, I knew at once what was about to happen, as only the evening before I had been invited by Mrs. Hatch, along with others, to see a demonstration of her new bedroom curtains, which, operated by something which she described as a magic eye, open in the morning when it gets light, and close as soon as it gets dark, quite unaided by human hand. And sure enough, rather like the electric curtains at the Odeon, Leicester Square, they began to move majestically apart. Everything within the room was at once revealed in bright and sharp detail, like an elevated stage set.
And there were, of course, performers on stage at the time.
Performers is correct, Inspector. There were 4 people on the stage, that is, in the bedroom. They looked not unlike a group of shop window models waiting to be dressed. Certainly they were undraped and completely immobilized by shock, and I couldn't decide whether they looked like a promotional still from what I believe is called a blue movie, or more classically, a Greek frieze depicting nymphs and satyrs. Miss Cannon later remarked that she'd seen nothing like it before, not even in the Arcadians.
Can you describe these performers?
Modesty forbids me to do so in too much detail, Inspector. The 2 nymphs were most becoming, while the satyrs, one of whom was Mr. Hatch, in no way matched them in either youth or aesthetic appeal. It was the nymphs also who were the first to collect themselves. One of them, who had assumed a most interesting posture on the bed, no doubt at the request of her satyr, sprang up and headed for the door. The Hatches have one of those newfangled waterbeds, you know, so she was forced to proceed in a sort of high-stepping trudge, like someone escaping from a bomb. The other nymph, with remarkable presence of mind, I thought, simply rolled off the bed and crawled to the door. Obvious that the 2 girls were giggling quite helplessly.
Wow, the satyrs?
Well, the satyr, who was not Mr. Hatch, rushed to the window, exposing himself more fully than ever, if that were possible, and began to wrench at the curtains. Being electrically controlled, the curtain refused to be drawn and simply fell down at his feet. He then made a completely incompetent attempt to wrap himself in it and to make for the door. Of course, he got hopelessly tangled in the fabric and fell over. Throughout this, the satyr, who was Mr. Hatch, seemed to be immobile but shouting, and if my lip reading, which is a little rusty these days, is correct, was shouting, "Put that bloody light out," over and over again.
I bet he did.
At last, all 4 of them, the 2 nymphs, Mr. Hatch, and the alien satyr, managed to escape, with more panic than dignity, I might add, into the private recesses of the house.
I take it that you and Miss Cannon were not alone in witnessing this artistic spectacle?
Oh, not at all. I noticed by this time that there were faces at most of the windows in Arnhem Crescent, attracted no doubt by the blasts from the car's horn. And I'm sure that the occupants of Putney Avenue were also keenly observing the events.
What did the driver of the car do?
As soon as the performers had left the stage, so to speak, the headlamps dimmed down to their normal brightness, and the car drew smoothly away. It was an expensive car, what I believe is described as an executive vehicle, but I'm not sure of the make. A Mercedes, possibly. As it departed and the normal gloom of Putney Avenue returned, I was irresistibly reminded of those elegiac lines of Gray's. And leaves the world to darkness and to me.
But who could dislike Mr. Hatch sufficiently to want to expose him in such a way?
Well, I suppose he exposed himself. Mr. Hatch is not a likeable man, even less so without his clothes. A memory will disturb my dreams for many a year, Inspector.
Did you recognise either of the young ladies?
I think I've seen them round the town, Inspector. Fancy I've seen quite a lot of the younger one. Not, of course, as much as I saw last night.
But I don't suppose you could put names to either of them.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, as I supposed.
I came in here in an effort at damage limitation, Inspector, not to fan the flames of gossip.
Is it possible that either of them might be, in their everyday life, nuns?
Nuns?
Of course, Chief. The Naked Nuns.
I'm afraid you've lost me, Inspector. In any case, how could anybody possibly know if they were nuns
Without their habits, exactly.
Oh, Wimples.
And now I must go, Inspector. Leave you two sleuths to your work. It's been lovely seeing you. We haven't met in such a long time.
I'm sure our paths will cross again soon, Miss Tea Time.
Oh, I do hope so, Inspector. No, please don't bother. I can see myself out. And remember, the kettle is always on at the Flaxborough and Eastern Counties Charities Alliance.
Well, what a turn-up. And I was watching Match of the Day. Arnie Hatch.
What did you find out about old Hatch, Sid?
Oh, nothing we didn't know already. He's a bit of a big noise. Was the councillor. Alderman till they did away with them. Was mayor and then gave up the council and concentrated on his businesses. Building contracts were what made his money, but they reckon he's doubled it in this last 3 years with that club of his.
The Floradora. Odd how Hatch and the Floradora keep cropping up just now.
He owns a racehorse and a yacht.
A yacht?
Well, one of those whopping great cruiser things that are moored up beyond Henderson's Mill. He was hoping to get made Commodore of the Yacht Club, but it went to Councillor Crispin.
Well, those two are deadly enemies. Arnie Hatch wouldn't like that.
Hopping mad, I should think.
Go and have a tactful word with Hatch, will you, Sid? See what he says.
He'll tell lies.
Not a doubt of it. But as long as they're reasonable lies, we can ask no more of him.
Did I try and find out who the girls were? They might be underage.
They were probably a couple of totties from his club. You won't get much change there. In any case, I can't think of anything we can charge him with. I'm sure he didn't intend to make a public spectacle of himself. Only two things bother me about it.
What?
Whose was that car that provided the illumination?
No.
And what would happen to him if Hatch found out?
You think it might be a job for our Yankee hitman?
Folks have been bumped off for a lot less than Arnie Hatch was put through last night.
Hatch?
Mr. Hatch, it's Edmund Amos here.
Oh, aye. Well, did you find out what I wanted to know?
About the headlamp?
Of course about the headlamps. Who was it?
Well, the only person that any of the garages in Flaxborough have fitted new headlamps for, in fact, extra headlamps, those new quartz iodine.
Who? Whose car was it?
As a matter of fact, it was Councillor Crispin.
I knew it. Sod of swine, I bloody knew it. Right. I'll have that bastard. I'll finish him off properly this time.
No, I don't think you should act in haste, Mr. Hatch. Whatever he...
Look, don't tell me what to do, Amos. That's not what I pay you for.
Sorry.
Right now. There'll be a bloke coming looking for me at the club this afternoon. I spoke to him on the phone this morning and said I'd be there to see him at about 3:30. Now, if I'm late, look after him till I get there.
What does he look like?
Well, I haven't met him yet, but you'll not be able to mistake him, I shouldn't think. He'll be a self-assured sort of fella, able to take care of himself. In fact, there might be two of them. Oh, and Edmund, they'll be Americans.
So, it turns out that we have 3 Americans in town at the moment, Sid.
3 mafiosi? By heck, Gov. They're going at it mob-handed.
Hang on a minute, Sergeant, and don't call me Gov. 2 of them are a middle-aged gentleman and his wife from Tucson, who apparently are trying to establish Flaxborough as the birthplace of one of their ancestors who took part in the Boston Tea Party. I wouldn't think a professional hitman would bring his wife along for the trip.
Ah, but the woman could be another hood in drag.
Sid, Constable Brain has been keeping a discreet eye on them, and they don't seem to have deviated from the usual tourist round of harbour, church, Guildhall, Anne Boleyn tea rooms, parish registry, museum, and fam trees.
Fam trees?
Miss Tea Time's new business. Tracing people's ancestors.
What'll she be up to next, I wonder?
What indeed? And so we are left with this Mr. Tuda of New York. I've got Pook trailing him.
Pook? Oh, Gov.
Pook has to do something, Sid. And please don't call me Gov.
I thought he was community policeman for the new housing estate.
It was, until the community decided they felt safer without him. So I put him on to following Mr. Tuda, and so far, at any rate, he's managed not to lose him.
This Tudor bloke must be short-sighted and using one of them walking frames, then.
Not at all. Pook describes him as, where is it now? Built like a brick privy with padded shoulders. Mr. Tuda also seems to be on the hunt for ancestors.
Oh?
Pook says he followed him round the town yesterday and saw him call at a house in Church Close, number 5. Our Miss Tea Time's, in fact.
The house, though? Not her office?
Yes. So perhaps he's a friend, not a client. I should have asked her this morning. In the meantime, I'd like to get the name and description. I've got a rather fuller one than Pook's, wired to immigration for checking with the people in America, if you wouldn't mind.
Where's he staying?
The Roebuck.
Why can't I follow him?
Because we've gone as far as we can go at the moment. In any case, we're trying to identify the assassin's target as much as the possible assassin, and we're in danger of letting other things slide. Tongues are still wagging about this so-called orgy at Arnie Hatch's last night.
But Miss Tea Time cleared all that up for us, told us what she saw.
But we haven't yet spoken to Hatch, and Flaxborough gossip won't be assuaged until it's known that we have. So first, pop round and see Hatch and get his version of the shenanigans. Then we'll go back to looking for this wheel and his would-be killer. Don't forget, we reckoned Hatch himself might qualify as a wheel in the gangster sense.
Aye.
While you're there, see if he's received any threats.
I say, you, Mr. Hatch, big man.
Aye, what is it, Joxy?
There's a real weird brace of birds out in the hall asking for you. I dinna like the look of 'em one smidgen. I can nut 'em in the chops and chuck 'em out if you like.
All right, well, I think we'd best find out who they are first.
They sound like Yanks to me. I hate Yanks.
Oh, aye, show 'em in right away. I'm expecting 'em.
Well, you're the friggin' boss, Jimmy. I suppose yous know best.
Edmund!
Mr. Hatch?
The consultants are here, from Mackintosh and Brook.
Oh, good.
Now then, I know you think that they're a waste of time and money, but we've got to give them a chance to show what they can do. Now, look, as they're Americans, we'll be polite. And I'll thank you to give them all the cooperation they need until we size them up.
Of course I will, Mr. Hatch.
Mr. Hatch?
Ah.
Mr. Hatch, sir. We're from Mackintosh Brook. I'm Julian.
And I'm Bernard.
Oh, I do. Right, now, I've not decided yet, mind, about calling your people in. I just want to know something about it, what you have to offer, that's all.
That's tremendous.
Truly fantastic.
Julian likes to block in the broad-based areas, but let's press a random key here, shall we? It's a big one and it could be a stiff one, and the name on it is personnel. Am I right in suggesting that it brings up some hefty problem situations, Mr. Hatch?
Staffing's difficult, certainly. Why? Do you have any suggestions?
If we were to tell Mr. Hatch that we have no answers to that one at this present point in time, he would say, and God, I would be the last to blame him, that we are pretty slow to climb aboard. But,
You get Bernard's point. What he's saying is that the input process at this stage of the game is a matter of capabilities. We should take all of this right out of your concern area.
You leave us to worry about exerting leverage impact on the personnel situation, Mr. Hatch. It's what we come up with after what we call a targeted dig that will call for your personalized in-slotting.
Yeah.
After all, you don't keep a dog and retain your own bark function.
Now, there's one thing that I want everybody to get straight. I'm not interested in unloading my responsibility. I like running things. But I don't fool myself that I know it all. Now, your firm's supposed to be it with a capital I when it comes to this sort of thing. Right then. I'll give you a week to have a good look into what I've built up here in Flax. And if you can come back to me at the end of that week and prove to my satisfaction that there's a lot more miles to the gallon than I've been able to get, right, it's then we'll start talking checkbook. Eddie, that's Mr. Amos here.
Mr. Amos.
Ed?
Mr. Amos.
He's my personal private secretary. Now, he'll fix you up with whatever you want. Books, accounts, contracts, stock records, just ask him. Now, I shall be pretty tied up this next couple of days. I'm a member of the yacht club, you know, on the committee. Well, it's the Commodore's muster big procession day after tomorrow, and I've got to make some arrangements. So, I'll leave Mr. Amos to show you over.
Right. If you'll just come this way, gentlemen, I'll conduct you round the estate.
Oh! Hiya, Luce.
Oh, Mr. Tuda.
Joe.
What are you doing hiding behind a tree?
I was on my way. Then I see you coming. I got you these blooms, Luce.
How very sweet. So, flamboyant. Tell me, have you had any success in locating your... what was it, wheel?
That is just one big blank to date, Luce. My brother in Miami Beach has no further word, and I do not see anybody in this town who ain't just another limey bum.
And so you want my help?
Oh, no, I am not one to lean on a dame. Do I not know you'll bell me if anything shows? No, I am just dropping by to see ya. Hey, shall we sit here in the al fresco?
Oh. Well, what shall we talk about? Uncle McNamara still making a name for himself in the merchant banking world? We had time only for a few fleeting pleasantries over the telephone. Had I not known him so well, I would have said that he was more than a little intoxicated and being tickled.
He's doing great. I tell you something, Luce, he has no problems, that Mac. Everything legitimate.
Everything?
Sure, no shakedowns, no whorehouses. Well, not really. No muscle. If guys act sensible, just real estate and stocks. Jeez, that office, Luce, looks like a church. I tell you, a church.
Ah, yes. Man of parts, Uncle McNamara. Mostly private.
Me, I am in a similar way now. Legit. I also am a merchant banker. I do not say I wear a suit with that air like Max got, but then I ain't English. I ain't got Max class. Nor yours, Luce. You got real class. As well as nice legs.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, these days I got respect, I got honor, I got this big mansion in a very select area. What I don't have no more is a Mrs. Tuda.
Oh, dear.
You and me, Luce. Think we hit it off, huh? Think we make a pair, huh?
What are you leading up to, Mr. Tuda?
Supper. Tonight.
Now, that I can't, I'm afraid.
Tomorrow?
In fact, my dance card is rather full just at the moment.
Too bad. The dame your class got plenty of dates, I guess.
Not in the sense you mean, but my business.
Okay, then. I ain't one to crowd you, Luce. I'll take a rain check.
Yes. In the meantime, you should see the sights.
Sights? Ain't nothing to see here but old buildings and churches and docks and things.
But those are the sights. You could go to one of the medieval banquets at the Floradora Country Club. They're very popular with visiting Americans.
Club, huh? Hey, say, they got gambling?
Oh, indeed they have. Are you a betting man?
Hell no. But I take an interest on behalf of my family, you understand. Gambling joints are some of our best, contributors.
As a matter of fact, there is to be a banquet on Wednesday next, and I could sell you a ticket. I act as an agency, you see.
Gee, a banquet and a gambling joint. Might be interesting at that.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Sergeant.
Love, sir.
Sergeant Love. I expect you have to put up with a great many jokes about them.
I don't often put up with them, sir.
Ah, I stand warned. Mr. Hatch will be along directly.
The, young ladies seem very jolly.
Oh, yes. Getting changed, you know, into their flower costumes for the evening.
Flowers, eh?
Oh, yes. Each girl is named after a flower and has an appropriate costume. Buttercup, magnolia.
Oh, can't wait to see Thistledown, eh?
Quite so.
I mean, they're very attractive. Fetching like.
Oh, yes, they're a charming crowd of girls.
I'll say.
And always happy. Mr. Hatch is very good to his staff, very popular, always runs a happy ship.
Will you shut up those screeching girls, Mabs, or I'll kick 'em back to Labour Exchange?
Ah, Mr. Hatch, Sergeant Love.
Well, what is it? I'm a busy man.
I'm afraid that we've received a complaint, sir, regarding your domestic premises. Your house.
Really? Oh, sorry to hear that, officer. What sort of a complaint?
A member of the public, a lady, sir, has complained of certain behaviour which she alleges was being committed on your first floor. The bedroom, that is, last night. She considers it to have been indecent, as a matter of fact, and I wondered if you'd care to make some sort of observation, sir.
Well, whoever this lady is, she's either pulling your leg, or else she's one of those unfortunate souls who get delusions about sex.
Sex? Really, sir, I don't think I said anything about sex.
You said indecent. Is there some other sort of indecency, then, that I don't know about? An unsexy kind?
No, there isn't. But the lady isn't one to have delusions. I can vouch for her being very responsible and level-headed.
Well, in that case, it's clear she must have made a mistake.
There have been other reports, sir.
Reports of what? Look here, Sergeant. How can I answer your questions if I don't know what you're talking about? Now, who's supposed to have done what, and with who?
The complaint, sir, the one I came about, was the effect that unclothed persons were exposing themselves at one of the upstairs windows of your house. The complainant spoke of 2 males and 2 females.
Rubbish!
You mean there couldn't possibly have been any truth in the story, sir?
Well, that's exactly what I mean.
And the other reports? They were all wrong as well, were they, sir?
Well, obviously.
Forgive me for butting in, Mr. Hatch, but didn't I hear you say earlier that Mr. and Mrs. Baxter were staying in your master bedroom last night?
Ah. Yeah, oh, of course. Oh, thank you, Edmund. Yeah, well, I think we've solved your little mystery for you, Sergeant. And Mr. Baxter did mention, now I think of it, that he and his wife had a slightly embarrassing moment during the night.
Who's Mr. Baxter, sir?
Managing director of Sucro Whip, Sergeant. The big biscuit people. They stayed overnight in the master bedroom.
What was this embarrassing moment?
Well, it seems they got up in the night, too hot, didn't know about the air conditioning, opened the curtains and tried to open a window, accidentally switched the light on.
But why should that... I mean... An orgy?
Well, I believe that Mr. and Mrs. Baxter, thoroughly respectable couple, I assure you, but they're a bit unconventional in some ways.
Like sleeping in the altogether?
Well, how people go on when they're married, Sergeant, is their own business. I hope we've not reached the stage in this great country of ours when it's a crime not to wear pyjamas.
Well,
I'll show you out, Sergeant.
Well, no, it's all right, Mr. Amos. I'll find my own way. Oh, one last thing, though, Mr. Hatch. Nothing to do with the previous business. You haven't received any threats, have you?
Threats? What sort of question's that? Who'd want to threaten me?
Yeah, quite so, sir. Right, I'll be on my way then.
Goodbye, Sergeant.
Bloody police on it now! And what the missus is going to say when the neighbours start... Right, Edmund. We know who got me into this mess, don't we? In with the headlamps as opened them curtains.
Councillor Crispin.
Aye, Councillor Harry Crispin, Commodore of the Yacht Club. Right, well, it's the Commodore's muster day after tomorrow, you know, when we all process upriver to Pennick Mill behind Commodore Flaming Harry Crispin.
Yes, you told me, Mr. Hatch.
Aye, and I'll not say much, but I will say this. I mean to see that he knows who's behind him. Him and his lively lady.
Ahoy, members! Ahoy! Will all vessels taking part in the 1974 Commodore's Muster of the Flaxborough District Yacht Club please form up behind Lively Lady? Please form line astern of the Commodore's boat.
Boat?
It's a flaming yacht!
Where was he brung up, boat?
Oh, it's all right, Harry.
I'll have words later. There's not a rig on river to match Lively Lady, eh? Money well spent, gal. If you've got it, flaunt it, that's what I always say. Aye, we've got class now, gal. Dignity.
Ahoy there, Joey boy! Tell your missus to get athwart that line, else she'll gut it over anchor.
Aye, but you look a treat though, lass, in them bell bottoms.
Get off! Mr. Scoop's coming abaft our beam, or whatever you call it.
Aye, and here comes Arnie Hatch. Look at him. face set in that supercilious expression, and he's had that boat for 5 years to my certain knowledge.
And her too. I mean, what's she wearing?
Well then, Harry, me old mucker.
Well then, Annie.
A nice bit of a boat you've got there.
Most folk call it a yacht, with a lounge below as a Grace mansion. Cuckoo clock and all, as well as accommodation for 6, and a galley like the kitchen at the Ritz.
Aye, well, a lively lady, eh?
I expect you have to be pretty lively below decks, Mrs. Spain.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Steady, gal.
I just meant it must take some keeping clean.
How lively is she then?
Now, look here.
Oh, I meant the boat, Mrs. Spain, the boat.
The yacht. Yeah, well, she's pretty brisk, you know, pretty brisk.
Mind, I doubt you've not got the power under your hatch covers that my daffodil's got. Not the horses.
How many have you got, then?
Well, how many have you got?
I asked first.
Aye, well. There's 8 horsepower in this engine. Cage beast it is.
Well, that'd appeal to you, I suppose. We opted for style and class rather than brute strength.
Will all vessels please line up behind the Commodore? All vessels line up astern of the Commodore, please. Ready for the off?
Here we go, then. Sit well up, gal. Let 'em all see you. Wave to the poor folks on the bank.
There's not as many fishermen out as usual.
They know better on muster day, gal. And wait till lively lady gets underway and making a wash. That'll set the floats a-bobbing.
Daft pair of fishermen us, mate, if you ask me. I say, Jocksy.
You what?
I feel a heap burnt stood here in these big wellies.
Aye. You look at and all.
Just hope nobody's looking, that's all. Me stood with me fishing rod one side, you on t'other. We will look like a pair of flipping gnomes either side of a flipping pond.
Will you shut up your moaning and look like you're trying to catch something? You're being well paid for it.
This beam's heavy.
Aye, it'll do nicely. Fair crop of rusty old bolts and such like in it and all.
I always thought wood floated.
Not when it's way rotted through and soggy full of water.
Can't we let it rest on bottom for a bit?
We've to keep it just below the surface till it's needed. Now just make sure you dinna make a mullocks up when them boats come by.
Pull up me line and hang on. That's it, isn't it, Jocksy?
Oh, give me friggin' strength. Thick as a plank. Do you want to scupper the entire fleet, Mr. Hatch and all?
Oh.
From the top, then. We stand here looking like we're fishing, right?
Aye.
So try to look like a flaming fisherman rather than a nightclub bouncer with a beanpole.
Well, what's the fisherman look like, then?
I dunna friggin' know, do I? But I reckon they'd look at the water. Interested like, and not be staring about all the time and yelling after passing girlies to come and take a shifty at your tackle. Now, when you see them boats coming up the river...
How I know it's the right boat?
'Cause there'll be a flaming procession of flaming things loaded with toughy-nosed gits. Now, the one we're after will be coming up front with a fair head of steam. Any case, I'll give you the nod. Then you haul up your line same time as me, and as soon as you hear the crunch, cut the string and let it go.
I say, Harry.
Ahoy there, gal.
I'm sure Arnie Hatch's boat's closer than it was. The others seem to be falling well behind.
You what? Why? Cheeky beggar. Thinks he can nudge us along, does he? I'll show the bastard. That should remind him to keep his place well astern of the Commodore's vessel.
Yes, that's leaving him behind. Oh, I must say it's a beautiful day. Hey, no, look. It's coming up again. I can see her face clear as anything too. Looks all scornful and triumphant.
By heck, his prow's coming up. Right.
Careful, do be careful.
Two can play at that game. Hang on.
He's still coming.
Where's he now? Got to keep my eye on the river at this speed.
Oh dear, he's catching up again. I'm sure he's doing it deliberately. He's reared right up out of the water like one of them racing boats.
Of course he's doing it deliberately. Right, let's see what this beauty can do then. That's full out! That should show him!
You're drowning folks on the bank, Harry. The wave you're making's going right over them.
Can't help that, girl! Can't let that beggar show the Commodore how to...
He's caught up again. He's right behind us. She's looking scared now.
Aye, she would. No spunk.
Well, I'm scared, Harry. Slow down.
Slow down, be buggered.
It's not worth it, Harry. It's dangerous. He's only trying to provoke you. You don't have to take any notice.
Balls.
No, I'm serious, Harry. Please. Please for me.
You pipe down, girl. I'm not giving way to that po-faced git. He'd better bloody get used to the idea.
Neck and neck with us. He's squeezing between us and the bank. He's done it, Harry. He's there.
Yes and all.
Slow down. Tell me, Councillor, to slow down. I've put him a life jacket on, Harry. Anything might happen going at this speed.
Don't you fret, girl. I can turn this beauty on a threatening fit if need arises.
Here they come.
By, they're going so crack and all. There's two of them together. Which one's which?
The one my side's the one we're after. The other will slow down sudden at 50 yards. Even so, you've got to cut loose as soon as you hear the crunch. Get ready!
Harry, no, please. Slow down.
Hang on tight, girl. I'm just getting the spirit of this. Hey, where's he gone?
He's slowing down. Dropping back. I think he stopped his engine.
That's it. His 8 flaming horses have blown up on him. No more guts than his flaming racehorses. That'll show him, gal. Hey, I wish we could do a victory roll in this beautiful great yacht of ours. We won! We beat! Don't talk daft, gal. It's no more than 4 foot deep. Here, climb up on roof here.
Oh no! I'm all wet. Oh dear, I'm soaked. Oh no, my hair!
Calm down, gal. We're both in one piece.
Oh well, I hope you're satisfied, that's all. I just hope you're satisfied with what you've done.
What I've done? Good God, woman, are you so bloody thick that you can't see what's happened?
Oh no! The cuckoo clock! Look, the cuckoo clock! It's floating away!
I'll get it. I'll get it. Missed it. I'll kill that bastard.
Oh, all gone. All under the water. My lovely boat. Oh, my lovely china and cooked glass and crockery and lace tablecloths and sheets and duvets and everything gone and ruined.
I will. I'll kill that sod if it's the last thing I do.
Well, what's that sod?
Did you honestly think that was an accident? Did you?
You were going too fast, I told you. I asked you to stop, and now see what's happened.
Oh, shut up, woman. I'll get another bloody boat. But how are we going to get off this one?
Oh, I never want to see this river again. Hey, look. Look, they're all catching up.
Ahoy there, Commodore. It's a bit small to give you a tow. Not even room to take you aboard.
Nothing to get worried about. Just you carry on, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your day out. But don't worry about the shipwreck mariners. Just carry on.
Just look at them all. Sailing past, staring at us, sniggering. I've never been so humiliated. The whole yacht club sailing past and sniggering at us, and us sitting here marooned.
He's going to pay for this. I'll kill him. Let's get off out of this.
How can we get off? Harry, you're not to do anything stupid.
Hell, what's stupid about getting off a sunken ship, for God's sake?
Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. I don't like talk about killing, not even in fun. Now promise me you'll not do anything you'll be sorry for.
Look, I don't know how he did it, yet. But that bastard set this up for us. It stands out a mile. He's got 8 horses in that overblown engine of his, enough to leave us standing. But he's stuck right out there, alongside. Why? Because he wanted us to be going all out on that particular course, close in. He was crowding us, the sod. And why? Because he knew what was waiting. He'd fixed it. I tell you, he'd fixed it.
Harry, you don't know that.
Like hell I don't.
Very well then. You must tell the police and leave it to them.
Hey up, look. He's started up again. He's rejoined the procession. He's cruising towards us. Barefaced bastard, I'll give him that. Cruising towards us, cool as you please.
Oh, hi there!
Oh dear! It's dreadful! Are you all right?
I reckon you've taken some water in there, Skipper.
No, Harry, don't.
Aye, I reckon we have at that, me old mate.
Oh dear! Oh dear, how dreadful!
Don't, Harry.
You're a bit low for towing, I reckon.
We're right on the sodding bottom, mate. That's about the strength of it.
Oh, we'd best take you aboard. Chuck 'em a rope, Sophie.
That's very decent of you, Arnie. I'll not forget this.
Least we can do, Skipper.
Aye, you can bank on it, mate. I'll not forget.
You'll not, will you, Harry? Promise me you'll not.
Don't you fret. When I strike, he'll not know what's hit him. But there'll be no blood on me hands. Nobody to point the finger at Harry Crispin. I got friends, though. Got muscle behind me. Specialists. There's more than one way of skinning a bleeding cat.
Tit for tat, Sid.
Pardon, Gov? What is?
Somebody with powerful headlamps causes Arnie Hatch's automatic bedroom curtains to open when, to use Miss Tea Time's description, he and another middle-aged satyr are cavorting in the altogether with a pair of nymphs. Now, Councillor Crispin's brand-new yacht sinks as he's leading the Commodore's muster and, apparently, having a race with Arnie Hatch. So, was the driver with the powerful headlights, who not only made the curtains open but played a fanfare on his horn and stayed on to illuminate the orgy for the neighbours, Councillor Harry Crispin? Was Arnie Hatch behind the sinking of Crispin's boat? Somebody, we are told, has hired an American assassin to murder a Flaxborough worthy or wheel. Is the issuer of the contract Harry Crispin or Arnie Hatch? Is the wheel or proposed target Arnie Hatch or Harry Crispin?
I see what you mean. Well, they've been at each other's throats since I can remember, but murder?
The wrecking of £25,000 worth of motor launch must feel very like murder to a man as materialistic as Harry Crispin. I'd like you to go and have a poke about on the river.
What for?
For something that might have ripped the bottom out of Harry Crispin's boat.
What am I looking for?
Oh, use your imagination, Sid. Could be a log or a spike or an old balk of timber, something rotten that'd lie on the bottom but could be pulled to the surface at the strategic moment.
Crumbs.
Exactly. We could never prove anything, of course, but I'd like to know. In the meantime, I want to call in on Miss Tea Time, see just what she knows about this Mr. Joseph Tuda from New York. Also, I'm going to check the hotels and boarding houses again. There may be other Americans in town that we don't know about.
So, we have an intake probability of 1,400 chickens per 30 days, and... Oh, morning, Ed.
Good morning, Jules.
Oh, sure. Edmund. I guess you have a pretty established pattern, formality-wise.
Yes, I'm called Mr. Amos by all but my employer. You're making yourself at home, I see.
Sure, but don't worry. We're just in fly-on-the-wall mode at this point in time. You're looking for the mail, right?
I am.
I have it all ready if you'd like to see it.
It is customary for me to open Mr. Hatch's mail.
Most important for us to make a sample assessment of your communication situation.
Then, in future, I suggest you assess it after I've seen it. You're sitting at my desk, Bernard.
Bernard? Sure. Just getting the gut feel of these ledgers.
Pretty indigestible, I'd have thought, Bernard. What's this? You seem to have missed part of our communication situation, Julian.
Oh, sure. I didn't open that letter. I assumed it was something private. But the telegram I did open. It is in my recollection that Mr. Hatch was unspecific in relation to the confidentiality of telegrams. Quite puzzling. To Hatch, Floradora, Flaxborough, England. Philadelphia deal closed. $3800 stop. Naked Nuns with cover dispatched today stop. Note increase reason extra commission bishop stop. Dallas report false, no nuns, believe supply ended certain stop, paste. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
Some sort of code?
Some sort of joke, more likely.
Joke?
You've heard of jokes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
We do have our wags in these parts.
But it was sent from America, from New York in point of fact.
So it was. Well, that simply makes it more elaborate, that's all. I can't imagine that any of old Hatch's enterprises require a code. Haven't you learned yet that they like playing games in this town?
We have certainly encountered some pretty counterproductive attitudes. The guy who's on the payroll is a gardener, but who seems to be a general handyman.
Joxy! Yes, Joxy does a bit of everything, and counterproductivity is his middle name. His other middle names are malevolence and mindless violence. He hails from the very toughest part of Glasgow, and he'll headbutt you at any point in time of the day or night if the mood takes him, and that can be pretty distressing, nosebleed-wise.
My dear Inspector Purbright, what a delight to see you again so soon.
I was just admiring your new, or rather additional sign. Fam trees, genealogical consultants, ancestral research. Things slack on the Flaxborough and Eastern Counties Charities Alliance front?
Busier than ever, Inspector, but one must diversify, as they say nowadays. Would you care for a cup of tea?
I should indeed, thank you.
Have you come here on a professional matter?
I have.
Your profession or mine?
Put it this way, I have come to consult you.
You will not regret it. Purbright is a splendid old name. We might get you back to the hospitals of St. John with moderate good fortune. Or have you a preference for less piratical antecedents?
I have a preference for a drop of whisky in this tea.
How remiss of me to leave out the Highland fling. There's a new half bottle by your elbow, behind Burke's Peerage. Do help yourself.
Flourishing, is it, your consultancy?
It does seem that I brought to light a long-felt want. To be able to give people a sense of belonging is a reward in itself, of course. But I do have to make a nominal charge, alas. As you may imagine, Rouge Dragon would be down on me like a ton of bricks were I to follow my natural instinct and waive the fee.
Oh, yes, I suppose he would.
In fact, people are very happy to pay for what I term the comforting shade of a nice family tree. Mrs. Hockley, for instance. And this is in strict confidence, naturally, Inspector.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Hockley from Cadwell Avenue, whose husband was an alderman and a dipsomaniac, I forget in which order. I can now only describe her as a transfigured woman.
Indeed.
Oh, yes. I was able to establish a strong trace of Marlborough there. If we all enjoyed our rights, Mrs. Hockley would have her feet up at Blenheim Palace at this very moment.
Small world.
She entertains no bitterness, fortunately. A less philosophical lady would be importuning the Churchill trustees. One has to be so wary in the lineage business. A lady from Snowdon Avenue, I remember, whose connection with the House of Hanover seemed a distinct possibility, took it upon herself to write some very disrespectful letters to our dear Queen. I had to veer her line a little towards the Stuarts in order to persuade her to desist.
My errand this afternoon is to do with the House of Tuda, Miss Tea Time, and in no genealogical sense, I'm afraid.
Oh, a lamentably disreputable dynasty. Libertines, head-choppers, and bigots, one and all. I never advise a client to seek relationship with them.
The client I'm talking about is an American gentleman, and his name is Joseph Tuda. I don't think he has come all this way to claim kinship with Henry VIII.
You've had this man followed, have you not?
To anyone but you, I would say that he is being kept under surveillance as a matter of routine, but I hope you give me credit for regarding surveillance and routine as mutually exclusive terms.
Would that more policemen were of like mind.
The fact is that we're a little nervous of Americans in Flaxborough at the moment. Ungenerous of us, perhaps, but there has been talk of murder.
By someone from the United States?
The warning came from New York, certainly. It's only sensible to heed it.
Naturally. This Mr. Tuda is not, as I think you surmised, a client. He is a friend of a friend. Or, more accurately, an acquaintance of an acquaintance.
Do you know anything about him?
Not a great deal.
Why did he come to Flaxborough?
Family business, it seems, Inspector. He was not specific on that point, and of course I did not press him.
Then what was his object in calling on you, Miss Tea Time?
In part, to pay the respects of our mutual acquaintance, as I've intimated already. Also to inquire the whereabouts in this locality of the Catholic Church. It appears that Mr. Tuda is of the Popish persuasion.
Did he by any chance seem interested in nunneries?
I can't say I received that impression. However, Mr. Tuda obviously is a devout man. It may well be that he likes to sample the native cloisters when he travels abroad. But surely you seem to be preoccupied with nuns when I called to see you the other day. You're not developing a fetish of some kind, are you?
I assure you that I'm merely pursuing a line of inquiry.
Oh, I'm relieved to hear it.
This friend of yours who introduced him, I suppose you feel you can depend on his judgment.
He's a merchant banker.
Ah.
Mr. Tuda has substantial financial interests in his own country. I understand he's extremely influential. His compatriots have even made him a member of the committee for re-election of the president.
I'm impressed, I think. Have you plans to see him again?
Only very briefly, I hope. He promised to call at 5 o'clock to collect a dinner ticket he commissioned me to obtain.
Dinner ticket?
A medieval banquet ticket, to be precise.
The Floradora?
The same. Mr. Tuda feels he cannot let pass the opportunity of gnawing a bone or two across the centuries. He's a perfervid traditionalist.
Every path I tread just now seems to lead to the Floradora.
Oh, it is a most popular establishment.
So it seems.
The Flaxborough and Eastern Counties Charities Alliance? Yeah. Why, yes, he is. It's for you, Inspector.
Oh, thank you. Purbright? Yes? Has he now? I'll go straight over there.
Oh, no trouble, I hope.
Only time will tell, but once more it concerns the Floradora. These tickets
are difficult to come by. I often wondered at the eagerness of people to part with their money in return for a blend of nostalgia and dyspepsia.
A distressing thought. But I was wondering if you might repeat for me the favour you did for Mr. Tuda.
My dear Mr. Purbright, if I could not oblige a friend in so small a matter, what would be the use of my having been appointed an official agent? You have to dress up, you know, though the establishment provides suitable medieval costumes. How many tickets would you like?
One, and I should appreciate a receipt if you'd be so kind. The lucky gourmet I have in mind is a policeman, and he'll be there on duty.
I'd not have called you an inspector, only Edmund, Mr. Amos, my private secretary, you know. He thought I should. Oh, he's a worrier.
I think he's right to be. A threatening letter from America or anywhere else should be taken seriously. Has anyone ever threatened you before, Mr. Hatch?
No, never.
You've never been, how shall I say, subjected to pressure in the hopes of getting money out of you, I mean?
Oh, only people I owe it to. I suppose you mean blackmail, do you?
It's a generally understood term, Mr. Hatch.
Ah, well, if this letter's blackmail, it's a pretty cack-handed way of going about it. It just says I'm going to get done in. No ifs, no how much, just the chop.
The letter refers to your being behind in certain payments, sir. It is, in fact, a dunning letter. Now, I don't suggest for a moment that physical assault, much less murder, as implied here, is a tolerable form of debt collecting, but if you do owe money to someone, you must tell me.
No, nothing outside the ordinary business commitments. Well, bills come in, they get paid, and that's that.
Well, this is certainly not an invoice in the accepted sense. It would seem to refer to dealings outside your normal commercial field.
You will never mind what it refers to, Inspector. It's a threat, and a damn nasty threat. All I want to know is what you're going to do about it.
Well, everything we can, sir, obviously. But you can help us in the first place by answering some questions.
You're taking this seriously? Oh, all right, I can see that you are. Well, then we can start by you telling me what you know and I don't.
Very well, sir. We've had a warning from the New York police that someone over there might be planning to come to England, to Flaxborough specifically, in order to kill someone living here.
Get away. Me, you mean?
No details were given. The only name mentioned was that of the town itself. I'm relieved in one sense that you've been threatened directly.
Oh, thanks very much.
No, at least we now know whom to protect.
Well, are you confident that you can protect me? I mean, that's the point, isn't it?
I will have a man here this evening in plain clothes as a guest. I would be happier if you stayed out of sight.
I can't do that.
It would be wisest, Mr. Hatch. No point in courting danger. I'll organise our other duties so that my sergeant and I can call in from time to time during the evening.
And what'll you be looking for, specifically?
Well, I suppose we have no choice in that, but to be looking for an American hitman.
Do you believe in love at first sight, Luce?
Well, I'm told on good authority that it happens, though I've never been personally smitten.
Neither had I, Luce, before.
Before?
I loved my wife, Luce.
I'm sure you did.
My Maria Louisa was the world to me.
I'm sure she was.
I thought no other could take her place.
I'm sure they couldn't. Now, I really must be getting back to
No, wait, Luce. I said I thought. That was before I met you, Luce.
Oh. Well, you see...
Don't say nothing just now, Luce. I know I'm coming at you like a bull in a Chinese laundry. I just want to plant the seed. Like the song says, in the garden of your heart, yeah? Like we is now, Luce. I mean, sitting here in this, what is it, a monastery garden?
This is the municipal park, as a matter of fact.
See, I got kids, Luce, and they ain't got no mama.
Oh, God.
Look, see here, I just happen to have these photos. This is Giacomo.
Very personable young man.
31 last birthday and built like a mountain.
Dear me, what a dangerous place to receive an injury, that awful scar.
Kids, eh?
And what is your son's profession?
He's an olive oil importer. And this is my youngest, Vittorio. He was going to be a priest.
Indeed. He certainly has a spirituality of countenance, even through that Mexican moustache. He has a sort of pallor about him.
Oh, yeah, well, he hadn't been getting out much in the fresh air for a couple of years before that picture was took.
I see. And what vocation was it, then, that lured him from the seminary?
Oh, you mean what's his job? I guess you could say he's in the olive oil importing business.
Now, Joe, Mr. Tuda.
Luce, you know what I'm saying to you. If you could see your way to taking on a guy like me, a guy who has respect mind and who don't take no crap from nobody, a man of honor, you know what I mean?
Yes, I believe I do.
Think it over, huh? I must go change for this medieval banquet shindig.
Yes, and I must. Goodbye.
I'm only sorry you ain't coming with me. I could have been your Sir Lancelot, and you could have been my, what's the name? But you think I'll enjoy it, huh?
Well, I'm sure you will, Mr. Tuda. I believe they're very jolly, often quite spectacular.
Or to hell with Purbright. What does he expect me to do? Lock myself in the bloody lavatory?
He must have had some reason for asking you to stay out of sight this evening.
No reason, my half. The more I think about this nonsense, the more I'm sure that bugger Crispin's behind it, trying to scare me into making a fool of myself while I'm not biting. What the hell's that?
That's Yahtzee.
Looks like a coloured tent with a gnome inside it.
It's Todd's costume.
Well, it's certainly not Jock's.
All right. Hey, that's better. And you can just use our sword and tell you, or name the first one steps through the line. Hey, I'm your court jester for the night, and I'll thank you all to keep your gob shut when I'm telling the king. Or I'll set your noses against your faces. Pay attention. There was this fella, see? A knight from such...
Come on, Edmund, they can manage in here. Jocks will keep him in order.
And he was trying to get his leg over this bin.
No, I'm a bit...
We'd best stick to the gaming. The planning officer's in again. As if I didn't do him enough favours last time.
I do beg you to be careful, though, Mr. Hatch. Heed the inspector's advice at least.
There's no risk, I tell you. It's flaming Harry Crispin up to his tricks is all it is. Trying to make me look a fool.
I've got it. There was this other fellow.
I'm sorry to call you out, sir.
No, Mr. Purbright, not at all. Your call was fortuitous. This is Mrs. Chubb's combing night.
Combing?
The Yorkies, they object, you know. Have you ever seen them when they object to something?
No, sir, but I've seen them being affectionate.
Well, there you are then. This letter now, you said you'd received a letter.
A telegram, sir. It was here when I got back from seeing Mr. Hatch. I had intended to go straight out again, but I thought you ought to see it at once. It's from immigration. Here it is.
Ah. Good Lord. Surely, isn't this a fellow who you said was staying at the Roebuck?
Yes, sir.
What? Incredible. Giuseppe Fortunino Turidu, and at the Roebuck.
He must be a fair age, sir. You'll note that he was once in the employ of Al Capone. Capone went out of circulation in the very early 30s, so this Turidu can scarcely be less than 65 now. Ah, Sergeant Love.
Sir?
The man whom Constable Pook is following has been identified. He is a criminal of considerable standing in the United States. A former lieutenant of Alphonse Capone, no less.
Wow! Big Al himself?
Quite so. His name is Joseph Turidu. In his old Chicago days, he was known to his intimates as the Tuner, a comical reference apparently to a certain dexterity with piano wire that he'd cultivated. Neither at that time or since has Turidu been convicted on any criminal charge.
Extraordinary people, the Americans. That constitution of theirs was never properly thought out, you know. All sorts of scamps can take advantage of it.
I don't know what time that affair at Hatch's Club winds up, but obviously Pook will need some backup before then. He must be sticking pretty closely to Turidu. He hasn't telephoned yet.
We have no choice but to arrest this character, of course. Our own people must be protected. But is it enough simply to label him undesirable? One has to be so careful with foreigners these days.
He is the head of a criminal organisation. I'm sure the Home Office would back you up.
Oh, I don't think we need trouble there, do you? The government departments don't like that. Making waves, don't you know?
You could do him for passport misrepresentation, sir. It says here that he was born in Syracuse, Sicily. Pook saw his passport at the Roebuck. It says Syracuse, New York.
Excuse me a moment, sir. Purbright?
That's most astute of you, Sergeant. Thank you.
Well, get back there right away. We'll be along directly.
Well, Inspector, there we are. What I believe you policemen call an open and shut case.
Yes, sir. I believe some do use phrases like that.
I think I'll go along to my club for an hour now, Inspector Purbright, if you think you can manage.
I hope we can, sir. That was Pook. He's lost Turidu.
What? But I thought they were both going to the banquet.
Turidu obviously wanted to be alone and pulled a fast one. He somehow tricked Pook into thinking he'd gone off again in the taxi.
No.
Pook's just overtaken the taxi and found nothing in it but Turidu's hat on the back ledge. He's out at Brockleston-on-Sea.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, good Lord. Oh, with what we know now, the letter to Hatch, the news about Turidu, what are you going to do about it, Mr. Purbright?
Head for the Floradora straight away with all hands, sir. Come on, Sid. I just hope we get there in time.
I say, big boy.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, say, you're American. I used to know, well, quite a lot of Americans when they had that base here in the war.
Is that right?
I should say, oh, you're awful, you Yanks. Are you in the Italian Joe Club?
No.
Thought I hadn't seen you before. On your own, are you?
No.
You're Cardinal Wolsey, aren't you? Or are you meant to be a monk? I've always wondered what fellas wear under them habits.
Hey, get off, lady.
Hey, Yank, got any gum, chum? Brought any nylons, have you? Oh, give us a cuddle, big fella.
Hey, why don't you get lost, Grandma?
Oh, well, why don't you stick that flagon up your cassock?
Are you having trouble, Peg?
That big fella there, Yank, miserable git. Not like them Yanks we remember, eh?
I'll say. This is bloody boring, though, isn't it? Gabby and John can't do no better on this. I'm joining Sally, aren't they?
Hey, they look pretty all right, don't they, Beryl? What are they supposed to be? They've got no clothes on, just skins and burlap.
Oh, them Vikings is them.
Vikings?
Aye, they rape and pillage.
Do they?
Oh, aye, it's a well-known fact about Vikings.
Fancy. Oh, this bit should be good then.
I should say, oh, look. There's something old wench in the cupboard.
Hey, look, that nasty little jester's trying to fight 'em all.
I hope they smite him. That's what they call it in history, you know, smiting. Oh, they smite him proper, he was terrible.
Too filthy?
Oh, no, I don't know before.
He's a game little beggar, though, taking on 3 of them.
No.
He's up again. Where did they come from, I wonder?
Nice!
Fancy! I wonder what they'll do next. I mean, I reckon they're pillaging all right, but I thought you said that you...
Well, aye, by rights, they should be disarming everybody.
Oh, I say. Do you think they might?
Don't expect so. Oh, look there. They're dishing out bottles all round.
Yeah, Grandma, take a bottle. This'll put the roses back in your cheeks and the strawberries in your nose.
Are you going to deflower us? Hey, say, are you going to... Oh, I don't think he heard me.
Oh, this is nice. Take a swig of this.
Some beggars took me flagon.
Oh, swig it out, bottle girl.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they're going. Oh, back to Longships, you know.
Come on, then. Let's follow him. Oh, my legs won't seem to hold me up. This is a terrible mess. Everything's smashed to bits. All lights broken.
Oh, they do that like it.
Oh.
That's what they do. If it had been real, they'd have taken us with them.
Oh, I do wish they had.
Oh, never mind. It's a lot better evening than it were last year.
What on earth's been going on?
I find it difficult to make an assessment. I mean, this Viking input module seems to have...
Viking?
Are they supposed to break down the doors and smash up everything breakable? Is this a normal input module of the entertainment?
Anyone seen Mr. Hatch?
The jester went off to look for him. These men, they knocked him out.
Mr. Hatch?
The jester. It seems to us that this is a very wasteful and dangerous element in the entertainment.
We do not consider it viable in the long term. The insurance premiums alone.
Where's Mr. Hatch?
He hasn't been in the gaming room since earlier in the evening. Maybe he went home.
He wouldn't have gone home without saying anything to me. Now, try to be clear. What has been going on?
My reading, quite frankly, is that there have been a number of counterproductive developments, but I have no specific recall of events in this regard, except that these Vikings...
What Vikings?
They broke open the wine and spirit store and gave away the whole stock. Simply gave it away. Hundreds of pounds worth. It seems to us that the refreshment input cannot possibly be equated to a cost of a ticket.
Hey, cheeky, I say, can we get to us boats this way?
We want to try to catch the long ship.
The other way, ladies.
Oh, come on, Beryl. We'll have to run.
You, Bernard, go and help look for Mr. Hatch, try his office and anywhere else you can think of.
Bastards! What bastard were it, eh? Show him to me and...
What? What is it, Joxy? What's happened?
He's dead! All Hatch! The poor old sod's dead!
What? But he can't be.
He canna not be! Somebody's blown half his bloody head off!
You'd better come in here, Inspector Purbright.
Thank you, Mr. Amis.
I imagine you need somewhere to set up a base for your inquiries. I'm afraid I can only offer you Mr. Hatch's office. The large desk is Mr. Hatch's, of course, and this is mine over here.
I'll sit at yours, if I may. I think I'd find the size of Mr. Hatch's desk rather awe-inspiring.
Please, feel free to use whatever you need. This is a dreadful, terrible thing, Inspector.
Indeed it is, Mr. Amos. Oh, I think you met Detective Sergeant Love?
Mr. Amos?
Yes, under rather happier circumstances. If you'll excuse me, Inspector, I'd better get back to the staff. We're all in a state of shock at the moment. I'm sure you'll understand.
Of course.
Mr. Hatch was a very popular boss. Wonderful, in fact, and, well, to be murdered like that, it just doesn't seem... and in such a horrible way. I'm not usually squeamish, but...
Yes, a shotgun at close range is a particularly messy and indiscriminate weapon.
Is that what it was?
Naturally, there'll be a forensic expert along to make an examination shortly, but I'd be very surprised if he reached any other conclusion. There's the broken washroom window, too, where the muzzle was rammed through the glass. I imagine he was shaving at the time.
Most likely. He usually had to freshen up at about 10 o'clock. He said it gave him his second wind to stay chipper until the early hours, when the gaming room closes. Of course, we closed it at once as soon as he was found, though we didn't let anybody leave the premises.
Very thoughtful of you. We'll need to get names and addresses, statements where relevant. There seem to have been some unusual goings-on here tonight, quite apart from the tragedy of Mr. Hatch.
Indeed there have, Inspector. I was in the gaming room all evening, and then this... so I haven't had time to get to the bottom of it. But it seems that the medieval banquet, one of our more popular attractions, you know, was invaded by hooligans, dressed as Vikings, from what I can discover so far.
Yes, I just put my head round the door. It looked rather like the aftermath of Belshazzar's feast. Quite a lot of the guests seemed to be unconscious and wearing costume.
I believe the Vikings, whoever they may have been, distributed all the liquor from the store, and the guests took full advantage.
Didn't you hear anything unusual? From the gaming room, I mean.
There are several sets of padded doors between the two activities. Gambling people insist on quiet, you see.
Yes, I suppose they would.
And even if I had heard something, I wouldn't have been surprised. The banquets get pretty rowdy at times, especially when there's a Darby and Joan club in, as there was tonight. But, well, if you'll excuse me...
just a couple of things before you go, Mr. Amos, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, Inspector?
We had a conversation only hours ago about a threat to Mr. Hatch's life.
I know. I kept reminding him of your warning to take it seriously, but he wouldn't listen.
The threat, though, as I'm sure you remember, had come from America. That's to say, the letter was posted there in New York.
Yes.
Now I learn that there are 2 Americans, the smartly dressed young men I saw in the kitchen, I imagine, actually working here.
Ah. Julian and Bernard. They're from a firm of management consultants. It is an American firm, and Julian and Bernard do their best to deliver the jargon of their trade in the language of its birthplace. I don't believe, however, that they're any more American than you or I. Probably from Slough or Melton Mowbray, if the truth were known.
I see. And have they been staying here?
In one of the chalets.
That would explain why we were unaware of their presence in the town. We've been rather keeping an eye out for Americans. I get the feeling you're not keen on them.
I regarded them as surplus to requirements even before they arrived. Their presence has done nothing to convince me otherwise. I pleaded with Mr. Hatch not to waste his money. You couldn't find a shrewder businessman than he is. Oh, dear. Was anywhere in the country. I didn't feel they had anything to teach him, that's all.
But he engaged them all the same.
We all have our weaknesses. Mr. Hatch's was status symbols. Other businessmen of his acquaintance had used these people, and he didn't want to be thought inferior.
I see. You were very close to Mr. Hatch?
I think so. Well, I like to think so. Well, we're chalk and cheese, really. Totally different backgrounds and education, but, well, he's treated me as a sort of protege, and rough diamond that he may have been, I've learned far more from him than I ever picked up from university. I don't know what I shall do now. For the time being, I feel it's up to me to try and keep the ship afloat. Do what I can for Mrs. Hatch. I'm sure it's what he would have wanted.
I'm sure you're right, Mr. Amos. Tell me, do you have any theory as to who might have been behind this? The murder? At our previous conversation, he wouldn't own to any known enemies.
Councillor Crispin.
Pardon?
I'm sorry. Perhaps I shouldn't just blurt out a name like that, but... well, I don't know if Mr. Hatch was telling the truth when he said he had no enemies in America, but he certainly has an enemy here. Councillor Crispin. It was mutual, of course. and I don't know when or how it began. It goes back for years, long before I came on the scene.
But do you seriously mean to suggest that a man in Harry Crispin's position, a town councillor, commodore of the yacht club, would consider—
I don't honestly know what I'm saying just now, Inspector, and I beg you to make allowances for my state of shock. I'm being frank, probably at the expense of fairness.
I'm grateful for your frankness, and naturally that avenue of inquiry will be pursued. Now, I know you're anxious to get back to the staff, and I've kept you too long as it is.
Thank you. I shall be at hand if you want me. The girl on the switchboard will take any calls for you and put them through here.
You think of everything. Very shortly, it would be a good idea if Sergeant Love came through and began to interview the staff in order to find out what happened at the banquet. I shall stay in here. I've sent a car for Mrs. Hatch, and I'd better talk to her first.
Of course. Just come through, Sergeant, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, sir. He's an obliging chap.
Yes, I can see why Hatch valued him so highly. He seems pretty certain about Harry Crispin being behind it.
Oh.
Your search of the river, Sid, I hadn't a chance to ask you earlier. Did you come across anything that might have been used to sink Crispin's yacht? Anything to indicate that Hatch was responsible?
I think I found the very thing itself, sir.
Well, go on.
A fousty old beam, about 10 foot long, out of a barn or a warehouse, all rotted and sodden, but with a regular crocodile's teeth of rusty bolts and nails sticking out of it. It had drifted downstream a bit and got stuck. There was fishing line attached to either end of it. I'd say that was it.
What did you do with it?
Well, what could I do with it? I was on my own, so I couldn't shift it. So I took a set of photos of it.
Well done, lad. Well?
Well, Gov.
Where are they?
Oh, I took them to the chemist. They'll be ready on Saturday.
Sid!
Well, what else could I do? We don't have anybody at the station who knows anything about developing photographs.
True. Never mind. We'll follow that up later. Now, first of all, Sid, go round the outside and see what you can find before anybody gets trampling about.
Ah, right. Go and check for footprints in the flower beds, eh?
Now, to begin with, I think you'll find it's gravel, an unpromising material. And has there ever really existed a murderer so considerate as to prance around on a flower bed?
Right, Gov. Oh, morning, sir.
Sergeant. Now then, Squire, where's the doings?
Ah, how nice to see you again, Mr...
Warlock.
Warlock, of course. How are you?
Great, Squire, absolutely great.
It's been a long time.
I'll say that body in a bath business dissolved in acid. Very tasty case, that.
Yes.
So, what you got for me this time, then? Something juicy, I hope. Where is it?
Next door. I'd be glad if you waited outside in the passage for just a few minutes. I'm expecting the widow, so just till she is safely past and in here.
Righto, Squire, no sweat. You can always depend on me for tact and discretion. Well, then, at least we're not pumping the drains out this time, eh? A corpse in solution is always harder to track down than one in the flesh, no matter how mangled about it might be.
Here we are, Gov. I found it straight away. Propped against the wall outside. I wrapped it in paper for the prints.
Well done. Not that there'll be any, of course, but... very nice. A choice fowling piece. Not the murderer's, of course. He wouldn't have ditched 1,000 quid's worth of gun.
Crikey.
It's probably his own, Hatch's. His wife should know. When I've seen her, Sid, Fairclough can drive her back home. Tell him to find a neighbour to stay with her.
Right.
That the suspected murder weapon, is it? Yeah. Make a nice old mess with that at short range. Right old mangling, that'd... evening, madam.
Mrs. Hatch, Inspector.
Ah, come in, Mrs. Hatch. Do sit down. Righto then, Mr. Warlock.
Ta, Squire. I'll go in and have a shufty. Let you know the verdict, eh? Be good.
Can I bring you anything, Mrs. Hatch? I could get you a cup of tea, or would you like something stronger?
Thank you, Edmund, but I'm perfectly all right. You've got your work cut out as it is, but I know I can depend on you.
I'll leave you then. I shall be on call.
Thank you, Edmund. Well, Inspector.
I have to tell you that your husband was killed with a shotgun. He must have died immediately, perhaps quite unaware of what had happened. I have the gun here. I want you to look at it and tell me if you've seen it before. Would you mind?
Of course not. It's Arnie's.
You're sure?
Oh, yes, positive. He bought it last year to go shooting. It's a very good gun. He had to go to London for it.
Mrs. Hatch, did you know that your husband had received a letter threatening his life?
I most certainly did not. Who would do a thing like that?
Well, we don't know. But the letter came from America.
America?
Just one more question for now, Mrs. Hatch. Forget the letter. Just tell me if you know of anyone at all, whom your husband might have considered an enemy.
Tonight, Inspector, more than £870 worth of very high-quality liquid refreshment was stolen from the club stockroom and handed out gratis to all and sundry by a gang of hooligans. If that isn't the work of an enemy, I don't know what is.
A very rapid bit of calculating, Mrs. Hatch. And have you any idea who might have been responsible?
Oh, certainly. The same gentleman who's been waging a vendetta. And that's what it is, a vendetta against me and poor Arnie for a long time. He's behind it, all right. Councillor, so-called Councillor Harry Crispin. And her as well, of course. But that goes without saying.
Mrs. Crispin?
Mrs. Crispin?
Right now. I'm just trying to get a picture of what happened, and I hope that the two of you might be able to help me.
I can tell you what happened, Sergeant. Why, up to the minute when some bastard hit me over the head. And all I saw after that were wee stars, and then blackness. And when I came to, all the lights had been smashed out, and I set off to find the big man. Well, I found him right enough, with half his head blown off.
Oh, Mr. Hatch. Poor Mr. Hatch.
Oh, will you shut up your keening, girl?
Well, let's start at the beginning, shall
I'm
we?
trying to tell you if you shut your gob a while. It was just another friggin' banquet, wasn't it? Now, I'm doing my court jester bit in this daft outfit, trying to make the bastard shut up their row and listen to me jokes. And I just got to hear one about the monk and the Mother Superior when these fellas busted in at every door, all got up in these horned helmets they were, and waving swords and battle axes. Well, for a moment I thought maybe it's the big man had put in a new gimmick into the show and forgot to tell me when they start smashing the crockery and chucking the band off your minstrel's gallery.
I see. And where were you when this happened, Miss...
Hyacinth.
Hyacinth.
I was just bending over a table dishing out the oranges.
I see. And is that the dress you were wearing at the time?
Aye, it's medieval.
And you say you were bending over in that dress?
Oh, aye. We bend over a lot in this job. I mean, that's show business, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any road. I were bent over a table and I suddenly got grabbed from behind. Now I knew, straight away, as it weren't the usual sort of grab.
Usual?
Well, by the time we take the oranges round, they're all pretty pie-eyed and past caring, and you can never bend over next to a fellow without, well, you know.
But this was different.
Oh, I'll say. I mean, I heard this big shout and some screams, but I couldn't get up to look because I were off balance trying to catch a satsuma. And then these hands, big hands, grabbed me and dragged me off table and swung me across a flipping room. Before I knew what were happening, there were these Vikings all over the shop. They ripped me penny off and tied me to a trolley with strings. I saw as they locked some of the other Nellies in big cupboard. And then with me helpless, they went round smashing everything inside.
What were the guests doing?
They were loving it, weren't they? They thought it were part of the show. Any case, these Vikings had obviously been through the liquor store on their way in, and they were dishing out full bottles to every guest. Everything. Cherry brandy, Grand Marnier, Southern Comfort, everything.
I took on a dozen, mind. I must have kicked 3 in the wooden tackle before they could get a grips with me. Well, then I nutted 2 in the chops for some cowardly bastard hit me over the head with a stool or similar.
And the guests still thought it was part of the show?
Well, them OAPs, don't know what day it is when they're sober, most of them. Well, they were well away already. A couple of swigs out of them bottles of spirits they'd been given, they were going madder than Vikings, smashing glasses, chucking plates and goblets up at the chandeliers till there weren't a light left. By the time I got myself undone from trolley, it were pitch dark, save for a light through the door, and it were all quiet. Vikings vanished as fast as they come, though I think they took a few Nellies with 'em. And all guests were passing out or unconscious. I let the other Nellies out at cupboard, and somebody went to fetch Mr. Amos from gaming room, and we all met up in kitchen. He went off and found poor Mr. Hatch. Oh, you were a wonderful man. He could be quite kind sometimes.
Do you agree with that, Mr. Joxie?
He was a proper bastard.
I see.
He'd cut your throat if you'd a penny piece stuck in it.
So you didn't like him?
I thought the world of him. I admire that in a man. Grit, selfishness, greed. You know where you are with a man like that.
Yes. I imagine you would.
A dreadful end, Mr. Purbright. Dreadful. What a savage thing to do.
Savage indeed, sir. Or desperate.
Desperate?
Taking a shotgun to a man is an especially violent and brutal act. It is a weapon of terror, sir. That's why it's so much favoured by gangsters on the one hand and by those of strong religious convictions on the other.
I do not think that you need to go any further in these speculations, Mr. Purbright. As you somewhat superfluously point out, the shotgun is traditionally associated with gangsters. A known gangster was in this place tonight. His associates had earlier given warning of an intended crime. You know your own business best, no doubt, but I must say I expected to see more obvious effort being made to trace this man before he can do any more damage.
I'm sorry, sir, I hadn't realised that you thought Tuda was responsible for the shooting.
Well, damn it all, of course I do. What else do you expect?
Well, you're perfectly right, sir, to challenge my perhaps too ready acceptance of Tuda's innocence. Now then, sir, reasons. This Tuda, or Tuda is undeniably a very wicked fellow, as you say, sir. In the days of Prohibition, he was a professional murderer, so professional indeed that he succeeded in avoiding indictment, let alone conviction, during the whole of the bootlegging era. He has no record, only a history. And the fact that it's tinged with mythology, he is believed, for instance, to have had a hand in the St. Valentine's Day massacre in Chicago, is testimony to the high regard in which Mr. Tuda is held in his own country. However, he is no longer a criminal in the executive sense, having moved, like so many of his successful colleagues, into the fields of administration and patronage. Our information is that Mr. Tuda's political influence is considerable, though not overt. He is listed, for example, as one of the vice-presidents of the Nixonian Institute of Public Welfare.
Really?
You may well be wondering what such a man is doing here at all. We shall have the opportunity of asking him in person before much longer. I had word half an hour ago that the officer who had been keeping him under observation was waiting for him to regain consciousness.
Consciousness? I hope there's no question of force.
No, sir. The man's simply asleep, that's all. The submission I wanted to make, though, is that no one in Tuda's position, with all his achievements and advantages, is going to be so mad as to come all this way and risk exchanging Miami or San Clemente or wherever these people live their good life for our Lincoln jail.
Oh, very well, then. If this Sicilian fellow didn't shoot Hatch, perhaps you can tell me who did.
Alas, no, sir.
Ah.
Mrs. Hatch says that Councillor Henry Crispin shot her husband. Mr. Amis agrees with her.
Good grief!
There has been a good deal of acrimony between them for some time, sir. Almost a feud, in fact.
Yes, but murder!
Oh, I agree, sir. I fancy Mrs. Hatch was overwrought. It would be understandable in the circumstances, but Mr. Amis...
I met Mr. Amis on my way in. He seems a thoroughly dependable sort of fellow. Good breeding, I'd say, and sound judgment. But Councillor Crispin... murder?
Come in.
Excuse me, sir. We've arrested a bloke who was trying to hide in a cupboard along the corridor there, sir. He's dressed as a Viking. That's to say, he's got nothing on but his boots and a kind of dogskin thing and a helmet with cow's horns on it. And he's got an axe with him, but he's not violent or anything. Says he's missed his bus.
What could be more natural?
Brevitt says he's seen the bloke before. He's one of the attendants in that amusement park called Brocklestone.
Crispin's amusement park?
And some of the girls, too. Some of them say they recognised other fellas from the same place. That's how they were so good at jumping from table to table, the girls said. They're from the Dodgem cars.
All right, Sergeant. You'd better take a statement from this man. We particularly want to know who recruited him and gave the instructions. If he's forthcoming, don't bother to charge him with anything. We can do without complications of that kind at the moment.
Oh, and there's one of the flowers, or Nellies, we found in one of those chalets round the back.
Oh?
She was with... well, begging your pardon, Mr. Chubb. She was with the chief planning officer.
Good Lord.
Dear me.
She said she was just turning the beds down, and he said he was taking some measurements to do with a planning application, he said.
Sure in, Sid. What have you done with the chief planning officer?
I let him go, sir, seeing who he was. But I said you'd no doubt be round his house to have a word with him.
Well done, Sid. That should keep him on hot bricks for a day or two.
Well, really, Mr. Purbright? Councillor Crispin, member of the Chamber of Commerce, and a Mason as our principal suspect, and now the Chief Planning Officer in flagrante delicto. What are we coming to?
What indeed, sir? You don't mind, Chief Constable, if I see this young lady?
Oh, no, of course not.
Miss Wilkinson, sir.
Pay no attention to me, Mr. Purbright. Please carry on as if I were not here.
Now, Janice, love, come and sit down, will you? There you are. Or, on your badge, is it Daisy?
I know, it's confusing, isn't it? No, you see, my real name is Janice Wilkinson. But here at the club, we all have flower names, and we're always called them by staff and customers alike. It's a rule, do you see? That we're all called after flowers, and we're dressed as flowers.
Yeah.
Mr. Hatch likes flower names because it gives the club a nicer tone. But, well, is it true about Mr. Hatch?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, dear, fancy.
How old are you, Janice?
Daisy!
Daisy.
How old?
Yes.
Well, 19. I mean, I know I look younger, but...
You like club work, do you?
Oh, hi. Oh, it's super smashing. You never know what you'll be doing next. I want to be a bunny, though.
A bunny?
In a bunny club.
Where's your home, Daisy?
Well, my mum and dad live in Chelmsbury. I'm in digs here with the other girls, though.
But you were found tonight in one of the chalets.
Well, I was just going to bed.
You were with a gentleman?
Oh, no. He was just measuring the chalet. I don't know why.
I see. Mr. Hatch has let you stay in one of the chalets occasionally, has he?
Oh, well, when we've been working late.
And the other girls?
Well, them too now and then.
When they're working late?
Well, it's a long way out, isn't it? Oh, I say, talk about long way out, these petals are forever dropping down. Oh, ups a daisy.
Yes, Chief Constable, was there a question?
No, please carry on, Miss Purbright.
Of course, the motel isn't properly finished yet, not licensed, in fact, right?
Well, that's right, yeah.
How did you come to take this job, Daisy?
Well, a friend of mine worked here, and I wanted to do modelling in them days. And my friend said that she sometimes did modelling here. So I came along and asked Mr. Hatch, and he said, yeah, I think I can use you.
And do you do modelling?
Well, sort of.
Now, I want you to think carefully about all your other friends here, the other flowers. Are any of them girls from other countries?
What, foreigners, you mean?
They're all English, are they? You're sure?
Oh, of course, I'm sure. Well, except Heather's Scotch and Rosie's a Brum, but they're all from round here. Mostly from grammar school.
Good Lord.
Mr. Chubb is a governor of the grammar school.
Oh, that's nice.
I suppose none of them has made mention at any time of having been in a convent.
What do you say?
A convent. A nunnery.
Oh, I shouldn't think so. I mean, what would they be doing in a place like that?
What indeed? Thank you, Daisy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Would you ask Sergeant Love? You can't miss him. He's just outside.
Oh, I know, Sergeant Love.
Do you?
Oh, he's brought me in here just now. Oh, he's smashing. Do you know, all girls are going crackers over him.
Fancy. Well, would you ask him to bring in Mr. Tuda, please?
Oh, righto.
I'm learning that there was a side to the late Mr. Hatch's business which is far from creditable.
I'm regretfully coming round to that view myself, sir. Come in.
Joseph Tuda, sir.
Alias Turidoo.
Come in, Mr. Tuda. This is Mr. Chubb, the Chief Constable, and I'm Inspector Purbright. I wonder if we might see your passport.
Oh, hell, what do you...
Thank you. It's Cardinal Wolsey, isn't it?
Huh?
Your outfit.
That was like... It's medieval.
Ah.
I wonder, Mr. Tuda, whether you would care to say, as a matter of verifiable fact, whether you are an American or an Italian citizen.
What the hell? I thought you constables had to do reading and writing. Can't you read your own goddamn language?
There's really no call for you to adopt that sort of tone.
The hell with you. I gotta go.
I'm sorry, sir, but I must ask you to bear with us for a while longer. The inquiries regarding your passport will be made with the least possible delay.
Oh, Santa Maria.
As you say, sir. While you're here, I have a number of other questions I wish to put to you, Mr. Tuda. And in fairness, I ought to point out that these questions are part of the investigation we're making into the death, a few hours ago, of the owner of this club.
Oh, what you... Oh, jeez. The guy got hit then, huh?
He did indeed.
Oh, Oh, mamma, cretino che sono, cazzo! It's too bad.
Why have you come to England?
Well, maybe I go for this Middle Ages crap, and maybe I do some business here.
The East Anglian olive crop?
Oh, wise guy, huh?
I gather that you do not wish to tell me the real reason for your presence in Flaxborough.
He gathers. This guy, he gathers.
Where are you staying, sir?
This Roebuck Arms joint, your village inn, I guess.
An officer will drive you there, sir, so that you may collect what things you need before he takes you on.
On where?
To the village lock-up, sir.
Well,
no use looking under your left arm, sir. One of our men took the liberty of removing your gun while you were asleep. We shall, of course, be interested to know if you have a permit to carry such a weapon in this country, but once you're settled into the cells, we'll have all the time in the world, won't we?
And you see, Mr. Tuda, falsification of passport information is a very serious... oh, yes.
Right, Sergeant Love.
Sir?
Get the lads to drive Mr. Tuda to his hotel and onto the station.
Get me my consul, but quick.
Such matters are attended to by a delegated officer at the police station and will be in hand as soon as you've taken up residence. I imagine your own attorney would understand if you sought advice from a local man on this occasion, would he not?
Oh, he imagines. Gathering ain't enough, so now he imagines. It looks so pretty I could cry.
Off we go then, sir.
And you still mean to say, Inspector, that you rule out that dreadful fellow as the murderer of poor Hatch?
Without hesitation, sir. I don't have a picture of who we're looking for yet. Councillor Crispin is certainly the most likely suspect and will have to be investigated forthwith. But he may simply be the one who's taken out the contract.
Of course.
No. Tuda, or Tuda isn't the assassin, I'm sure of that. I feel that our murderer is a very different kettle of fish altogether. Inspector Purbright?
It's me, Gov.
Sid, please don't call me Gov.
It's that Joe Tuda, sir. Our mafioso.
Have we got him a lawyer yet? A brief, I believe they call them.
That's just it. He didn't want to see a lawyer. He asked to see Miss Tea Time.
Did he now? Well, let him see her, if she'll come.
I did, and she came. She's just left, in fact. I sent a car for her. I thought you'd want me to.
Quite right.
I was a bit worried, though. I mean, she's got nothing to do with solicitors, has she?
Which is much to her credit. Don't worry, Sid. She qualifies for the time-honoured and quite legitimate role of prisoner's friend. Come in. I'll tell you what, though, Sid.
Inspector!
Ah, Miss Tea Time's here now.
May I come in now?
Please do. Do sit down. Excuse me a second. Yes, Sid, I was going to say, can you come over here as soon as you're free? I want you to have a word with those business efficiency chaps, or whatever they're called.
OK, Gov.
And please don't call me... Oh, never mind.
I do hope that I've done nothing improper in respect of public funds by soliciting another lift in one of your nice police cars. I do love older vehicles. They're so stately and smell of pine forests.
I'm delighted to oblige you in so small a matter, Miss Tea Time. I trust you found your friend Mr. Tuda well, and that you were able to give him such advice as he required?
Come, Inspector, you must have seen enough of Mr. Tuda by now to realise that he's a very odious gentleman indeed, and vicious.
You conveyed a somewhat different impression the other day.
That was before he saw fit to presume upon mutual acquaintance in order to try and involve me in his squalid activities. If there is one thing I learned from my mother's side of the family, all those dreadful marquises, it is to abhor presumption on acquaintance.
I must admit I was surprised when he asked to see you, Miss Tea Time. You must have been most embarrassed.
It was his request that was embarrassing, Mr. Purbright. He wishes me to intercede on his behalf in order, as I think he expressed it, to prevent your pinning a rap on him. Have I got that right? Pinning a rap. Sounds like some sort of makeshift costume. But I think I'm worldly enough to know that he was probably referring to an impending criminal charge.
A murder charge, in point of fact.
Oh, I feared as much.
He seems to have great faith in you.
I have to tell you, Inspector, and I do so with no pride, that Mr. Tuda has taken a shine to me. He's been pressing his suit with all the subtlety and finesse of Tyrannosaurus Rex for some days now. I have no intention of giving up my very interesting and comfortable life in Flaxborough to become a gangster's mole. and I wish to be free of his attentions before he sees fit to make me an offer I can't refuse.
I think you're wise.
However, he's become more and more revealing to me, embarrassingly so and quite unsolicited. To be quite candid, Mr. Purbright, and with the greatest reluctance, I have to record my conviction that Mr. Tuda has not killed anybody for some little while.
Do you know why he's here?
I believe I do, Inspector.
And are you going to tell me?
For what it's worth, Inspector. Oh, you don't mind cigars, do you?
They're always a vicarious pleasure to me. Though I don't know whether the late Mr. Hatch's office boasts an ashtray. Ah, no. Oh, well, needs must, I suppose. I hope this tin will do.
Oh, most suitable. Except there seem to be some sweet little pieces of sticky paper in it.
So there are. Odd-looking things. Here, let's tip them out.
You're most kind. No doubt they fulfil some arcane function which would immediately be clear to people engaged in the running of gambling pubs.
No doubt they do. I wonder what that could be.
It's odd. They seem to stir some long-forgotten childhood memory.
And for me. Still, to Mr. Tuda.
You will be unable to obtain any confirmation from Mr. Tuda, but my belief is that he came to Flaxborough not to commit a crime, to prevent one of his minor associates from doing so.
Ah.
He spoke of family troubles, you see. Now, my understanding is that family is a term used very broadly in Mr. Tuda's sense. Probably embraces all those co-religionists of similar occupation, but not necessarily of like eminence.
Did Tuda know the identity of this associate you think he wished to restrain?
No, I'm sure he did not. But he was confident that if such a person had arrived here, he would recognise him.
Do you think that Tuda knew that Hatch was the man whose murder was intended? Or was his attendance at the banquet here last night purely fortuitous? I ask you that because I recall that you provided him with the ticket.
True. I did so at first to get him from under my feet and prevent him from pressing his suit. But I've been wondering ever since if he had precise knowledge of what was going to happen. I'm inclined to doubt it.
Might he not, in fact, have been less concerned to stop a murder than to take over for himself the protection, as he would understand the word, of a profitable, sub-legal enterprise? The argument is purely hypothetical, naturally.
I always try to adopt a balanced view, Mr. Purbright, especially when there exists a personal commitment of the kind, for instance, that a ticket agency implies. However, I do not quarrel with your assessment of Mr. Tuda's capabilities. Hypothetically speaking, if he were to pass wind, it would rain granite chips.
Right, your tea, sir.
Oh, thank you, Constable Pook.
I wanted to... well, about last night, sir. Me losing that gangster like I did. And then Mr. Hatch. I'm sorry, sir.
Don't worry, lad. We know Tuda didn't kill Hatch. In any case, you were the victim of an expert. I think Mr. Tuda, or Toody-Doo, has been giving policemen the slip since before you were born. Now, don't stand there shaking like a wet dog. You'll spill my tea in a minute. Just stick it down on the table there.
Oh, right, sir. Hey. Oh, sir.
Pardon?
Oh, sir. Oh, yeah.
What on earth is it? What are you looking at? Oh, well, that's the letter Mr. Hatch got from America.
Not the letter, sir. Luke, the envelope.
Envelope?
Yes, sir. Oh, sir.
Now, don't start sirring again, there's a good chap. Listen, Pook, I can see you're excited for some reason. If you can see something about that envelope which I can't, and which might help us to...
First day cover, sir.
What?
First day cover. Oh, excuse me, sir. Do you think it'd be...
Listen, Pook, will you please explain what it is that you find so exciting?
Oh, that's a first day cover, sir. That means it were posted on first day of new issue. Postmark there, you see, sir, is June the 8th. And that is when this stamp was first on sale, sir. Sir, if it'd be possible, I mean, when this envelope ain't needed no more.
May I ask how you come to know these fascinating things?
Well, philatelist is my hobby, sir.
You don't say?
Oh, aye. I've been collecting stamps since I were a lad.
I see. And is there anything particularly notable about this stamp, apart from the date of cancellation?
Oh, aye, sir. This is the very first American issue showing a president during his own lifetime. I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Nixon had the rules changed himself. At any road, it's a very collectible item.
In other words, you want me to purloin this for you when it's not wanted anymore as evidence?
Well, that'd be right good of you, sir. The wife would be thrilled to bits.
Your wife?
Oh, aye. Dora's as daft on stamps as me. We get curled up on that sofa with us albums, and there's nowt'll shift us.
Really?
Oh, aye. But she forgot to post letter with your self-addressed envelopes, do you see? What we send to this dealer in New York, for him to get stamped for us and put in mail. She were kicking herself.
I see. That's a usual arrangement, is it, for stamp firms to post letters for clients on particular days?
Oh, aye. That's how it's done, you see.
Yes, I think I do. Tell me, these bits of paper, sticky one side, I thought I'd seen the like before. Now I remember. They're called stamp hinges, aren't they?
Oh, that's right, sir. Or mounts. For mounting stamps in your albums.
Sit down a minute, Mr. Poop.
What? Me, sir?
You. I want you to tell me if this means anything to you, this telegram. 2 Naked Nuns, available Philadelphia, stop. Perth 1915, stop. 8 days option, stop. $3,005, stop. Instruct London soonest, stop. Informed 4 nuns on offer Dallas, stop. Will investigate.
Oh, but... Wow, sir. Flipping Moses. I mean, well, blooming heck. Sir.
I see that does mean something to you.
Well, they're ever so rare, you know.
Indeed.
Oh, not half, sir. They reckon there's only 5 in existence, apart from that one into Vatican. And that ain't likely to get into circulation, is it, sir?
I honestly wouldn't know. Look, Pook, it's obvious that you have hidden depths. I'd like you to treat me as an untutored child for a while and explain in simple terms what this is all about. Now, don't be nervous, but I believe you have the key to something extremely important.
Ooh, me, sir?
Yes, you. Now, tell me about it.
Well, sir, you see, sir, it's to do with stamps, you see.
Well, really, Mr. Purbright, of course I know what a transposed vignette is. I once spotted one myself.
I was speaking over the transatlantic telephone at 4 o'clock this afternoon to Captain Michael West of the New York Police.
What? New York, America?
That New York, sir, yes.
I trust you had some very good reason, Mr. Purbright. Authorization for things like that's terribly difficult to obtain, even in advance. Retrospectively, good heavens.
It wasn't a very lengthy call, sir. It was to his station, precinct house, I think is the New York term, that the letter purporting to prophesy our murder was sent. He'd kept the letter itself on file, of course, but it was mainly the envelope I wanted to talk about.
The envelope?
Fortunately, it hadn't been thrown away. Now, this is our one, which contained the threat to Mr. Hatch. The dimensions of the envelopes checked exactly, postmarks were identical, same district, same time.
Remarkable.
The stamps were of different denominations, as one was going to an address in New York and the other coming here, but they belonged to the same new commemorative issue. Now, sir, perhaps we can consider the letters.
Oh, so.
The first is a warning to the police, the American police, who reasonably might be expected to pass the warning on, that a mafia-style murder is planned to take place in Flaxborough. No names are offered, only the location. The second letter is very different. It's a threat to a specific person, Mr. Hatch, and it's addressed to that person direct. As I say, the letters seemed utterly different in intention. One, an informer's tip-off. The other, a death sentence. Each, though, has a ring of authenticity. And because they turn up at different times in the hands of unrelated and widely separated people, each seems to reinforce the credibility of the other. But only so long as the letters remain 3,000 miles apart and are not examined jointly for signs of their having been concocted by the same writer. We were extremely lucky, you know, sir, in turning up such extraordinarily quick workers as those New York people. I put our question of whether there was a firm of stamp dealers in their locality whose name began with O, X, and O, and in less than 2 hours they rang back, having not only traced the firm, but most perceptibly interviewed one of its principals.
Remarkable. Quite remarkable.
Now then, sir, Sergeant Love and I, separately and together, have had a series of conversations with one of the management consultants employed by Mr. Hatch. It took a long time to get the man to speak plain English, but what he told us... I'm afraid we'll have to wait for now, sir.
Here we are, sir.
Come in, Mr. Amis.
I hope I haven't kept you gentlemen. I was taking some tea.
This is Mr. Chubb, the Chief Constable. Mr. Amis, who has been so very helpful.
Yes, we met last night. I do sympathise, Mr. Amis. I realise that as Mr. Hatch's right hand, your cool head and assistance are much appreciated.
I would do anything, Chief Constable. Anything at all to assist in, well, Mr. Hatch.
I'm sure you would, and it does you great credit, Mr. Amis.
I realise you must be very busy, Mr. Amis, so I'll come straight to the point. Or to a point, rather. Some rather odd features have come to light in the records of this club's finances. I must ask you, first of all, if you have any knowledge of them.
If by odd you mean dishonest, no, Inspector, I certainly don't.
Very well. Now, on the 18th of February this year, a cheque was issued in favour of Oxo, presumably the beef extract manufacturers. Correct?
If what you have there is a record of the cheque counterfoils, that is your answer, I suppose. I can scarcely be expected to recall from memory one single cheque out of all that go to our suppliers.
The amount is for £775. That would buy rather a lot of beef cubes, wouldn't it, sir?
Would indeed. We shall have to see what is on the invoice. Somebody's slipped up, obviously.
It would appear that the club was out of beef cubes again by the 30th of May. The supply that was ordered on that occasion cost £1,120.
I suggest you have a look at the invoice. As you say, there certainly is something odd about this.
No invoice has been found, Mr. Amis, and no receipt. Indeed, during the past 14 months, a total of £4,000 is indicated by these Oxo counterfoils, yet not one invoice or receipt appears to exist.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry, Inspector, but I really can't imagine what he'd been doing.
He? Whom do you mean by he?
Poor old Mr. Hatch. Who else? Now look, Inspector. Hatch liked to refer to me as his private secretary. In fact, I was his hired help, that's all. One thing I certainly was not, and that was his company secretary.
But you did handle cheques?
As an office boy might be said to handle cheques.
It was not uncommon, I understand, sir, for you to take a batch of cheques for signature before all the details had been filled in, and for you then to complete them in your own time. Am I right?
That did happen occasionally.
From this point, Mr. Amis, I'm going to ask you questions of a more searching nature. It is your right to have advice as to how to answer them, if indeed you wish to answer them at all.
I shouldn't be altogether flabbergasted if you were to tell me that there had been some tax fiddles here, or even something a bit close to the wind where the gaming and girls were concerned. But don't worry. Hatch was too sharp to give me any hints, let alone make me a partner in crime. Do you know why he gave me this job, Inspector? Simply because he thought it would be rather posh to have a private secretary, just as he put that ridiculous swimming pool in his garden. I feel I have a sort of kinship with that pool. We're both status symbols.
And do you feel kinship with this Olsen and Morgan?
I beg your pardon.
I was referring to Mr. Hatch's somewhat expensive sporting gun.
Yes. It would have been an expensive one, naturally.
You're not a shooting man yourself, sir?
I'm afraid not. You will not find me responding favourably to the dropping of famous names in that department, Inspector.
A more peaceable occupation, perhaps, would appeal to you?
Conceivably.
Let us see, then, if I may drop a name to which you will respond, one with essentially pacific associations.
What?
Gibbons.
The decline and fall, gentlemen, of the Roman Empire.
You should be on Brain of Britain, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant.
That one, I think you'll find, was Gibbon singular. Gibbons is the name on a famous and exhaustive catalogue of postage stamps.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
We'll try another. How do you react to the resonance of Oxonia Philatelic Trading Corporation of New York and London?
So unlikely a title must be genuine, I suppose. I presume we have arrived at the heavy hinting stage, have we, Inspector?
No, sir. At the honest explanation stage, I should have hoped. Tell me this for a start. When you handed Hatch an uncompleted cheque made out to Oxo for him to sign in that off-handed and very business-like way that he probably imagined was appropriate to being rich and well-bred, was it not with the clear intention of expanding Oxo to Oxonia? adding the rest of the firm's title and finally inserting the amount, a substantial amount, for payment.
Good Lord.
And did you not pay to the London branch of Oxonia by the method I have described a total of just over £4,000 since February of last year?
Good Lord. Well, good Lord.
For what?
For a number of rare stamps you had commissioned the firm to obtain for you, notably a set of 5 misprints from the 2.5 lire Vatican City issue of 1932.
Dear God. Do I look like a stamp killer?
Possibly not, sir, but one does not have to look like an engraver to draw notes from a bank. A valuable stamp is as good as a load of currency. Better, because it's less likely to depreciate, and it can be more privately negotiated.
2.5 lire doesn't sound much like a load of currency, not even by 1932 standards.
You really must stop trying to sell your intelligence short, Mr. Amis. This is your desk, is it not?
Until you arrived, Inspector, yeah.
And here in the drawer, a lens, a pair of tweezers, a strange and rectangular piece of plastic, rather like a ruler, though with serrated edges, and these stamp hinges or mounts. You may claim not to look like a stamp collector, but you seem to have acquired some of the tools of the trade, even a perforation gauge. Remember the specifications of the Naked Nuns, Mr. Amis? 19 and 15?
Bit young for nuns, surely.
19 perforations on the horizontal sides, 15 on the vertical. And Naked Nuns, the trade nickname for the result of a rather puckish philatelic mishap in 1932, whereby 2 vignette plates were transposed at the printers. The frame of the stamp depicted a procession of nuns, and the oval insertion, the so-called head plate, should have been a portrait of Pope Pius XI, but what actually appeared was one of Manet's Olympia.
Olympia?
A famous nude painting, Sergeant.
French, I believe.
It's obvious that I should have known better than to pretend absolute ignorance, Inspector. I simply didn't want to be drawn into an investigation of Hatch's affairs. I might add that the possibility of my receiving attention from his gangster friends didn't appeal much either.
Ah, yes, his mafia associations. What do you know about those, Mr. Amis?
Virtually nothing, except that Hatch was having to pay out money. It's true, of course, that I do know a little about stamps. I advised Hatch on which ones he should buy. It is possible that he used some of them to meet his protection bills. I don't know. As you say, though, stamps are negotiable.
I'm glad you've been so frank, sir. This stamps business has been puzzling us a great deal. Hatch was a man of some considerable accomplishment, but I couldn't quite see him as an informed enthusiast in so specialised a field. I suppose, then, that it was you and not Hatch who mailed that packet of letters to New York for Oxonia to give them first-day post under the new presidential commemorative issue.
First I've heard of it.
It was these management consultancy people, wasn't it? You did everything you could to talk Hatch out of it. But as with shotguns, automatic curtains, and yourself, he wanted status symbols. He knew that other businesses, big businesses, multinationals even, were using the services of these people, so he had to have them too. So you had to think quickly for the somewhat drastic measure that their inquisitiveness would force you to take. From an ordinary audit, you had nothing to fear. The books showed no payments that hadn't received Hatch's authority or were outside the normal scope of his business, but an efficiency organisation, that was something different. It was bound to bring into question a catering system that required as big an outlay on beef cubes as on whisky. Edmund Amis, I must warn you that you will shortly be charged with the murder of Arnold Hatch.
Good Lord.
You do not have to say anything, but I must warn you that anything you do say will be taken down and may be used in evidence against you. Do you wish to say anything at this stage, Mr. Amis?
Is that usual?
You must decide for yourself, Mr. Amis. The charge will be made formally at the police station, to which you will be taken now. You may confer with your solicitor as soon as you wish. Every facility will be given you. Sid?
Oh, yeah, right. Come along, Mr. Amis. The car's outside.
Yes. Well, goodbye, Mr. Chubb. Inspector. I expect I'll see you later. Good morning.
I must say, I didn't expect him to cave in. In a sense, I didn't want him to. It somehow makes the affair that much more squalid. If he hadn't, of course, he would have been asked to submit to a simple medical examination. There's almost certainly a deep bruise on his right shoulder. It should still be obvious at remand reception, though. Amos is a townsman, a Londoner, and not in the tweedy week-ending set either. A 12-bore would kick him like a cannon.
Oh, that's perfectly true.
Well, I must get over to Fen Street now, sir. Do you wish to come?
I think not, Mr. Purbright. Unless there's something that cannot wait till morning.
No, sir.
What about a warrant, by the way? You'll be searching the fellow's flat, I take it?
Tomorrow.
For the stamps?
He may tell us where they are. If not, I doubt if we shall ever find them. 5 small scraps of paper.
Oh, dear.
Oh, the case doesn't depend on them, sir. Oxonia's London manager told me over the phone that Hatch collects his buys in person and always has the cheque ready. The manager says he can identify Hatch whenever we want him to. He described him to me just to prove it.
Amos, I suppose?
Yes, sir.
I wonder how the man consistently kept his employer ignorant of these dealings. There must have been letters sometimes, and they would have been addressed to Hatch.
Yes, here at the club, sir, where Amos was a conscientious early starter whose job it was to open the mail anyway. Telegrams might have been more tricky. My guess is he told Oxonia to curb their agent's exuberance after he'd received that wire from Philadelphia that gave our Miss Ryland nightmares about abducted nuns and white slaving.
You haven't told me, why you were so confident that an outsider couldn't have shot that poor fellow. The gangster person, for instance. Or even Crispin. Well, I know he's a counsellor, but he gets up to some pretty queer tricks, they tell me.
Hatch's gun was kept in that room, the one next to this office. It would have to be brought out and hidden behind a pile of planks, as it happens, before too many customers or staff were milling about. I can't see how Crispin or Tuda could have managed that. And whoever subsequently rammed the gun barrel through the window and pulled the trigger must have known for an absolute certainty who was inside that washroom. It must have been someone who had been with Hatch up to that moment and actually seen him go in to have a wash.
That does seem very logical, Mr. Purbright, but what was to prevent a person lurking in the grounds? A scoundrel such as what's-his-name Tuda, and from taking a shot at Hatch as soon as he put the light on?
Frosted glass, sir.
Ah.
This is your train, Mr. Tudor. Constable Pook will travel with you to London, and then one of the Met constables will see you onto your flight.
Yeah, okay, cop, cool it, huh? Well, Luce, I guess this is goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye, Mr. Tuda.
Joe. If ever you come stateside, you'll look me up, huh?
If ever I do, but I'm afraid my commitments here make that highly unlikely. Give my love to Uncle McNamara.
Oh, gee, Luce. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
You must get aboard, Mr. Tudor.
Aye, come on, sir.
You give me a minute, cop, okay? Well, Luce, it was not to be, huh?
I'm afraid not.
Que sera, huh?
I think that sums it up admirably.
Mr. Tudor.
Okay. Listen, if anybody ever puts out a contract on you, think I will not be raising my little finger to stop it, okay?
I stand warned.
Luce, Oh, what the hell? So long! You got class, Luce. And great class.
Rather reminiscent of that last scene in Casablanca, didn't you think? Without the aeroplane, of course.
May I ask a favour, Inspector?
Anything, Miss Tea Time.
Will you please escort me to the nearest hostelry where a large measure of malt whiskey can be obtained? Even the public bar of the Platelayers Arms will suffice.
I shall be delighted.
And I think that on this occasion I shall dispense altogether with the tea.
In The Naked Nuns by Colin Watson, Inspector Purbright was played by John Rowe, Detective Sergeant Love was Paul Downing, Mrs. Hatch was Patricia Wilcock, Baxter and Pook were Peter Rylands, and Mrs. Spain was played by Judith Davies. Miss Tea Time was played by Anne Rye, Councillor Crispin by Finetime Fontaine, Amos by Daniel Cole, and Hatch by Harry Kirkham. Chubb was played by Geoffrey Banks, Tudor by David Fleischman, Joxy by Robin Polly, and Julian by Michael Duggan. Bernard was Joseph Alessi, Peg and Hyacinth were Catherine Hunt, and Beryl and Janice was Sally Whitaker. The Naked Nuns was dramatised for radio by